and you thought that you were going to hear Megan Thee Stallion sing Holly Jolly Christmas on Cruisin' 98. I'm sorry to bring you the bad news that you won't hear that yet. You got Leake Academy basketball coming to you tonight instead on Cruisin' 98.3 FM all over East Central Mississippi and on the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. Hope you hit the subscribe box. The last time you were there, you've already been notified that we went on the air a couple of minutes ago. And we've got live stream coverage from the Joe F. Shepherd Gym in Madden of the Leake Academy Rebels, taking on the Hartfield Hawks in girls varsity and boys varsity action. Billy Steen's our studio producer. I'm Philip Palmertree. And we've got John Alden Crosby on the action camera. We appreciate you joining us tonight. And I want our first time guest in the color commentator chair, and that's somebody who's no stranger to Leake Academy athletics. It's Will Lawson Harkins, a Leake alum, an Ole Miss alum, and now working in the Carthage area. Welcome, Will.
Thanks, Philip. Thanks for having me on. It's a pleasure to come back to Leake and talk Leake basketball with you.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of hours in this gym and looking forward to a good competition tonight between us and Hartfield.
We should get it, and I'm not going to pull any punches with you. About 2 years ago, your sister Emmy put this headset on, sat right here, and she was about as good as any first-time analyst that I've ever worked with. So she has set the bar high once again for the other Harkins siblings.
Well, me and Jack, we talk about it all the time. She's got more talent than both of us combined. She always has. So
we look forward to some great action tonight, and we'll get, as the Morris Pharmacy pregame rolls on, we'll get to the Baptist Medical League starting lineups in just a minute. But first, we'll step aside for 2 minutes as Leake Academy basketball continues.
Baptist League Rural Health Clinics have versions with primary care, pediatrics, and women's health, providing care at 3 locations in Carthage, Walnut Grove, and Madden. Call 601-267-1470 today to schedule your appointment. Extended hours and Saturdays are available at our primary care clinic located in Carthage. Baptist League, making your health care our #1 priority.
You can't get much for $5 these days, unless you go to Wendy's for a $5 Biggie Bag. Get your choice of double stack, junior bacon cheeseburger, or crispy chicken sandwich, plus 4-piece nugs, junior fry, and a small soft drink, all for just $5.
You got that bag, you got that Biggie Bag, you got that bag.
That was smooth, wasn't it? That's how you're gonna feel when you get that Biggie Bag at Wendy's.
You got that bag, you got that bag.
U.S. price and participation may vary.
Experience the South Group Cox Agency difference. We work with clients of established businesses, startups, young and established families, retirees, and high net worth individuals. South Group Cox has a statewide presence, local knowledge, and superior expertise. We are committed to be your hometown and long-term trusted advisor and have access to insurance and risk management solutions while at the same time offering you coverage options at an affordable rate. South Group Cox Agency open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., 207 West Main Street, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
All right, we've got starting lineups presented by Baptist Medical League, and getting those underway quickly. For the visitors from Flowood, Catherine Elliott, a 5'10 senior. Addison Rhodes, a 5'7 junior. Vale Huertas, a 5'8 senior. Sarah Grace Nail, 5'11 junior. And senior at 5'8, Mary Carolyn Sensine for Coach Margie Proffitt's 5-3 Hartfield Lady Hawks. They lost a 20-point game back on the 21st to Lewisburg High School from DeSoto County. So they're looking to put that in the rearview mirror. But the Rebels, of course, going to present a tough situation for them. And the home team in white under Coach Amanda Hatch, the 8-1 Leake Academy Lady Rebels. Starters, Ella Bell, senior at 5'2". And Anna Morgan Young, junior at 5'4". Marley Myers, junior at 5'11". Caroline Cheatham at 5'4", a junior. And Olivia Rudolph, senior at 5'7". Rudolph, Young, Cheatham, Bell, and Myers for Leake. Elliott, Rhodes, Wartez, Nail, and Sensing for the visitors in garnet and gold, Hartfield. Very different year here for Leake Academy. The large senior class moving out and moving on to college, and so a lot of players really still learning their role. But I think, as you would expect, Coach Amanda Hatch has gotten a lot of good effort, and this team's really starting to gel in the early part of the season, Will.
Yeah, Philip, Coach Hatch has a different group this year. She's rotating a lot of girls in and out, and hopefully by the middle of the season, she can get her core girls that can go. And Coach Hatch never fails to do a good job here at Leake. She picked up just where Wolverton left off. This is our first broadcast of games. Of course, as I mentioned, the Rebels have already played 9 games this season, but if you're watching for the first time, you see in the beautifully redone court and side court areas, the Rebels control the opening tip. Caroline Cheatham angles a right-hand dribble out to the wing to Anna Morgan Young. Bounces it behind the arc to Katie Jones. Rudolph gets it to the top. She comes down, kicks it out left side, 3 left short by Ella Bell, but the offensive board on the offside, put up but missed by Rudolph. Clearing the rebound for Hartfield is Vale Wartez. Here comes Hartfield into the offensive half court. We just tipped off 30. Great rebound there by Rudolph. Just couldn't get it to go. Out at the top, Sarah Grace Nail looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Brings Rhodes out as the Hawks work it around the perimeter. Left side, Elliott uses upper dribble after one bounce. Finds Wartez, guarded by Cheatham. Hartfield trying to work patiently against man pressure. Extended almost every player outside the arc. Nearly the steal by Young. They pass it down the low post, get a nice turn to the right, and two-hand put in for Nail to make it 2-0 Hartfield. Good rotation of the ball right there by Hartfield. Deep wide right, Caroline Cheatham dishes it to Bell on the left wing. She bluffs a pass inside, now goes to the top of the key. To Anna Morgan Young, left-hand dribble. Sent out to Bell, left side. Up the left lane line to Jones, but she loses the handle on the basketball, and Elliott takes it away for the Hawks. Coming up the floor, leading 2-0, minute and a half deep. Left side, Allison Rhodes. Out to Sensing, guarded by Ella Bell. Little size mismatch there for Hartfield. And nearly a 5-second call. Rhodes puts it on the floor, then draws the reach-in foul. It'll go against Anna Morgan Young, her first. Leake looks a little shaky early, Phillip, but I think they'll settle down here in a couple minutes. First time Leake is played in about a week as well. After the Thanksgiving break, Hartfield into the paint. Sensing to kick it back out right side to Nail, who's really bothered by Jones, but recovers the ball. Then the ball's thrown away into the backcourt. Rudolph's got it, gets fouled from behind by Elliott. Foul committed on the floor, so Rudolph's always been a fun player to watch, Phillip, in her year. She's very scrappy and gives it her all in everything she does. Yeah, she's one of those players who always seems to find the basketball. That's right. And the basketball finds her. And great shot by Katie. Rewarded. Katie Jones with a nice look, scores it from 6 feet out in front of the basket, and it's 2-2. There's a nice baseline move, strong to the rim, but shot missed by Nail, but tipped back out to Wartez, and Hartfield will get to reset it in a 2-2 ball game. Hartfield is a very fundamental team, Phillip. But the good thing is we are too, so should be a good battle all night. There's a little runner from 8 feet out, missed off to the right by Sensing, and LA's Katie Jones clears the rebound. They work to the right wing to Young. She starts a left-hand dribble, but that's nearly taken away for a moment by Rhodes, but recovered between the circles by Cheatham. She dishes right side. There's a strong drive from Rudolph. She'll get the basket and get to the line. Give her the 2, put the foul on Sarah Grace Nail.
And it's 4-2 in favor of Leake with a 3-point opportunity coming up for the senior Olivia Rudolph. And she takes advantage of the free shot, makes it 5-2, 5 minutes to go first quarter. First quarter presented by Carthage Veterinary Clinic.
Rudolph had a great drive right there, Phillip, to finish the basket.
And then a turnover in the backcourt. I believe that was a 5-second call on the baseline as the Rebels had full court pressure going. Cheatham will inbound it right of the basket to Katie Jones. She'll measure, fire from three,
Great
and send
shot.
it down. Junction three for Katie Jones. 8-2 Rebels. Turning defense into offense will win you a lot of basketball games. Just as I say that, there's Olivia Rudolph with a steal at midcourt. Nice pass to the other side of the lane, and a nice, good job staying with it for two by Katie Jones.
Like I said, Phillip, they just had to settle down.
Yep, exactly. Coach Profit calls a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it with them. LA leads 10-2 at the 4:35 mark. First quarter, back in 30.
Roll into Junction Deli, where nourishment meets journey. On the menu, delectable breakfast, lunch, and supper. Whether you're in Philadelphia, Newton, Union, Carthage, Louisville, Oxford, or Scuba, we're the local pit stop that blends the allure of delicious food with the convenience of a fuel. Remember, when your stomach grumbles or your tank covers on empty, we're just around the corner. Download the Junction app for ordering convenience and look for the new car wash in Louisville next to Walmart.
Boswell Media Sports.
Hartfield puts it into play against full court pressure, down by 8. Coming hard up the right side is Ortez on the dribble. Hands it off right side. Coming around to the top is Allison Rhodes. She flips it right side to Elliott, who goes hard to the rim, and she'll get fouled, get to the free throw line. Foul's going on Caroline
was
Cheatham.
gonna get there on that charge right there, Phillip. She just couldn't get there quite enough.
At the line, 5'10" senior. Nice looking form on that free throw, and she makes it. After a 10-0 run by the Rebels. Second one rolls around the rim and drops in 10-4. 4:19 ticking clock. Cheatham getting bothered by Ortez in the backcourt. Now she stumbles. Ortez steals it, gets it off the floor, scoops it to Sensing. But then the ball's nearly taken away under the basket by on the baseline by Anna Morgan Young, and Hartfield will keep it.
Hartfield definitely took advantage of that timeout, putting a lot of pressure on Leake starting out.
Inbound pass to the right elbow. Elliott cut off by Jones. She sends it back behind the arc to Sensing. She probes, now steps back. It's Maya Smith in the game now for Hartfield. They add a little size to their lineup, working it in the perimeter. Smith guarded out behind the arc by Jones. She'll dribble once. Now she's in trouble, and she drags the foot.
Great pressure by Katie Jones there. Force a turnover.
Yep, good on-ball defense here the last couple of minutes by the Rebels. They put it into play with a 10-4 lead. Caroline Cheatham around a screen from Rudolph. Goes down the right lane line, challenges Smith. Off the glass, missed it, but offside rebound and two-hand putback by Jones. She's got 7.
Great job by Cheatham there of driving and getting some defenders to collapse, and Katie Jones just happened to be right there under it.
And there's the trap and the takeaway. Jones with a steal, feeds Rudolph, and she gets out ahead for the easy two-hand put in. 9 for Katie Jones, 5 for Olivia Rudolph, and it's 14-4 with 3:16 to play in the first quarter. There's a timeout, and yep, we're seeing vintage Leake Academy basketball. Maybe different players in those uniforms, but as you said earlier, it's about the tradition. It's about the style of play that Coach Hatch instills in these players, and it's good to see a new group of Rebels take ownership of it and get out to this early double-digit lead.
That's right, Phillip. These girls, it's a different year. A lot of young girls, young talent out there, but each very important in this game. It's very important in this game.
Yeah, just 4 seniors on this roster. 5 seniors on this roster for LA. They'll keep those same 5 on the floor. Rudolph, Bell, Young, Jones, and Cheatham.
Coach Margie Profit gets her team back out there to face that pressure down by 10 early. Got boys action after this one. We're going to see some height in those Hartfield uniforms in that boys game. We'll tell you more about that later. There's Sensing, who walks with a basketball in the lane. First thought she was going to the right hand, then tried to switch to the left and ended up dragging her foot.
But back to the boys, Philip, Hartfield they always bring a lot of talent in this gym when we play. So it should be a fun game to watch.
Jones in the low post left side. She's so good at just maintaining control of the ball, keeping control of her body, and she scores it there from the left side for her 11th point.
I think that's going to be the key tonight, Philip, in this girls' game, is just establishing the low post, feeding it to Jones and giving it to her. She's been doing it a long time.
Shemai Smith going to the rack and getting the foul. Be the third team foul against the Rebels, second on Anna Morgan Young. Young looks back to the bench, gets some instruction from Coach Hatch as Smith a little bit long in that first free throw. Ella Jackson, an 8th grader, checks into the game for Hartfield to replace Rhodes. Second free throw by Smith. She banks it in. The Rebels will employ shift change. Put in Marley Myers, Jenna Allen, Addie Crow, Sarah Prince, and the 5th one, the inbounder, Hannah Clark. Into Sarah Prince, left side. The 8th grader puts it on a right-hand dribble, uses a high ball screen. She'll stop, fire from just inside the three-point line and send it straight through.
That's what we've been talking about, Philip. They got 10 girls that can go.
Rebels 18, Hartfield 5. Hartfield down the right lane line, reverse to the left side. Sensing leaves it short on a 6-footer from the baseline. Rebound, Jenna Allen for Addie Crow for
Great
LA.
shot.
And there's Prince with a 3 from the left wing, junction 3, her 5th point. LA stretches the lead out to 16, under 2 to play in the first quarter.
I feel like number 2 is going to have more points maybe than
Hey, you better get
That's
an
a lot of
early
points.
start, and she's getting an early start. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll belong to Leake. As new players coming in for Hartfield. They'll bring Nail back into the ball game along with Elliott. They didn't stay on the bench very long. 21-5, LA up with minute 35 to play in the first quarter, presented by Carthage Veterinary Clinic. Allen at the free throw line. Now backs out, finds Myers all by in the paint under the basket. Make it 23-5. Good recognition and assist there. They work left to right. Elliott over to Nail, and the foul committed by Leake. Stops the clock with a minute 16 to play. Charge that one to Jenna Allen, her first, team's 4th. 76 seconds to play in the opening quarter. That one pushed off to the left.
I think that's the key, Philip, is just rotating a lot of girls in and out. That's going to help them down the road once they get in tournament play.
1 out of 2 trip to the line for Sarah Grace Nail. She has 3 of her team's 6 points. 23-6, 70 seconds to go in the quarter. Crow on the drive baseline, leaves it short. Then it goes off 2 Hartfield players who collided underneath. As I think Marley Myers did the smart thing and kind of back out there and avoid getting the foul coming over the back. So Leake keeps possession of it. Prince looking for somewhere to go with it. Gets it in just before the 5 seconds elapse. Into Jenna Allen. Out to Crow between the circles, guarded by Ella Jackson. There's a drive, scoop shot, left a little short, but Marley Myers can't get the putback to go. She gets the rebound. Back out to Allen for a shot from the free throw line that's offline right. Hartfield gets the rebound, trying to narrow the deficit down a little bit on this trip. There's a shot from the right side, air ball, long 2, and it goes out of bounds off Hartfield's Addison Rhodes.
That's one thing I could tell about Hartfield, Philip, is they get down the court pretty quick once we either score or they get a rebound. They get up and down pretty quick.
Under 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Sarah Prince on the dribble. To the right elbow to Myers. They work it back around for a three that swirls out on Addie Crow. Hartfield's Rhodes gets the rebound. Under 13 seconds. Hartfield can hold it for the last shot of the quarter. Elliott to Nail behind the three-point line. Myers kind of sagging off her. 1 second. Here's a shot heaved up, hits off the top of the backboard, and it's going to be a 23-6 ball game at the end of the first quarter. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the start of the second as Leake Academy girls basketball continues.
What can you expect from Moore's Pharmacy when you choose them? How about all of this? Free medicine flavoring. No more yucky medicines. Ew! Or the shortest wait times ever. Moore's Pharmacy definitely has the best prices and 2 lanes to serve you better in their drive-thru area. Moore's Pharmacy features prescription transfers that are fast and easy and can fill all your scripts at the same time with their MedSync program. Nobody likes to be on hold, especially when you're already not feeling well, which is why at Moore's Pharmacy, they always speak to you directly without those recorded answering services. Family owned and operated. Moore's Pharmacy says thank you for supporting their local business and wishes you and yours a very Merry Christmas. Moore's Pharmacy in Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena.
Boswell Media Sports.
Leake Academy has raced out to a 23-6 lead after the first 8 minutes here at the Joe F. Shepherd Gym. Got 8 more minutes on the clock as we start the second quarter. That's presented by Central Electric Power Association. Philip Palmertree and Will Lawson Harkins talking to you about Leake basketball on this Tuesday, November 28th. We'll be on the air a week from tonight in Pearl as the Rebels face Park Place Christian. Hartfield starts the second quarter with ball possession. Mary Carolyn Sensing bothered in the backcourt, but leaning in a little too far with committing the blocking foul as Addie Crow. That's her first.
I like the pressure by Leake there coming out at the second quarter.
Hartfield puts it in play in front of the scorer's table, but leaning too forward and then stepping inbounds before letting go of the ball, turning it over is Sensing.
Goes back to that pressure, Phillip.
Leake's Hannah Clark awaits the basketball right there, just backside of midcourt into Sarah Prince. Gives it to Crow. She finds Prince in the corner. Catch and release three off the heel, no good, but dug out of the corner right side nicely by Jenna Allen. Leake will get the reset behind the three-point line. Hannah Clark dribbles once, work it around right to left. Prince turns right, sends it left to Allen. She'll go baseline into the paint to Marley Myers, who quickly puts it up, and it bounces right side of the rim and falls in.
Great offense there. They did a very good job of not taking the bad shot, of always taking the bad shot.
Yeah, there were a lot of opportunities that possession for some bad shots, but they were patient and got the high percentage shot. 1 minute deep, it's 25-6, second quarter. Hartfield working behind the perimeter, about 5 feet behind the line. Sensing finds Rhodes, guarded by Allen, and Allen reaches in, gets the held ball. Possession arrow says it'll belong to Leake.
Great job there. Every chance you need to get that, you need to get on it.
Smile on the face of sophomore Jenna Allen, too. It's good to have fun out there.
That's right. It's all about having fun, Phillip.
Here's a three from Allen from the top. Junction three for the sophomore Jenna Allen.
Shot.
Her first points of the night, 28-6. Leake extending the lead.
If you're not having fun out there, Phillip, you need to do something different.
Absolutely. Into the front court come the Lady Hawks. Sensing, trying to post up Smith, but good job of denying that by Marley Myers. Now to the right wing. Elliott on the drive to the top to Sensing. Crow guarding her. She curls, comes into the lane, puts up a runner. It's going to miss. Offensive rebound, put back missed by Shemaya Smith. And then rebounded by Prince for LA. Corner, left open for three.
is Jenna Allen. Back-to-back junction threes. Coach Profit calls timeout with 5:47 to play. We'll see if it's a 30 or a full. It's a 30, and we'll take the 30 and be back as Leake Academy basketball continues.
Winter in central Mississippi may feel a bit different than other regions. It could feel like winter in the morning and summer by the afternoon. To keep your home comfortable, which may mean adjusting your thermostat by a few degrees, Central Electric recommends setting your thermostat at 68 degrees and changing your HVAC filters once a month. Make sure to seal your doors and windows if air is escaping or coming in. Central Electric, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
If you love sports, get in the game by getting In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, puts you in the game with personalized jerseys and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports has the cheer uniforms you're looking for, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports also believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Be the fan you've always wanted to be with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
Boswell Media Sports.
Hartfield in the offensive end. 3 from the corner goes down for Sensing. Their first tray of the evening. 31-9.
Right there by Hartfield, Phillip, to get a good basket.
And a trap at the top. Crow can't find an open teammate, and she ends up taking an extra step. Hartfield gets it on the turnover. 5:17 to go second quarter. Second quarter presented by Central Electric Power Association. Leake ahead 31-9 as we tick down toward 5 minutes to go in the second. Caitlin Elliott drifts to the left, goes to the free throw line. Quick shot from Sensing, horseshoes out. All picked up off the floor by Marley Myers, and she finds Sarah Prince on the right side. She comes to the center of the floor, moves it left side to Jenna Allen away from the basket. Reverse left to right. Down to Clark. She turns her back to the basket, goes up strong from the left side and draws the foul from, I think that was Sensing.
Great job by Myers there, Phillip. The C baseline right there. Great pass there.
Clock stops with 4:46 to play. Leake going to the free throw line for just the second time tonight. Hannah Clark leaving that one a little bit long. Subs coming in. Original starters due to come in. So that's Bell, Cheatham, Young, Jones.
Keeping the legs fresh. I like it.
Rudolph waiting for Clark to make this free throw. See how I predicted that? And the prediction came to reality there. 1 out of 2. 32 to starting 5 back in. Hartfield with Wartez, Elliott, Sensing, Smith, and Jackson on the floor. Rebels staying in man pressure. Ella Bell out to guard Ella Jackson. It's an Ella versus Ella matchup.
That is exactly right.
Deep wide right. Ortez with it guarded by Young. They bring out Smith. She puts it on a right-hand dribble, now uses it up, bounces it to Ella Jackson. Knocked away briefly and taken away by Leake. Picked up by Cheatham.
Great pass.
Great look down low from Ella Bell to Rudolph, who can't finish it, gets her own rebound. Little fall away left side won't go. Again, another offensive board by Katie Jones. And then finally they'll whistle Caitlin Elliott for her second foul as she was trying to paint.
Many years of just watching Leake girls basketball, Phillip, they just never quit. They never quit on any play, and that's why I love to watch them.
Cheatham will inbound it on the right baseline. Get to the 4-minute mark. Leake ahead 32-9. Right corner, Cheatham. Well, tipped out from Jones out to Rudolph. Now back around the free throw line. Left side, Anna Morgan Young. She steps through, draws some contact hip to hip there, and she'll get to go to the free throw line and shoot a pair of free throws. Now going on, who is that? That's Holland Thrasher, who's checked into the game.
Great drive by Young there. It's just going back to not taking a bad shot, getting the right one.
Well, the foul was committed on the floor, so Leake inbounds it. Left side, Cheatham. She feeds on the baseline to Jones. Jones gets called for the double dribble. She just let herself get sped up there.
Coach Hatch does a good job of the inbound plays too, Phillip, of just finding unique ways to get them open.
Ortez on the dribble, sends it out to Sensing. She'll fire from three-point range and send it down. Good-looking shot from Sensing. Her second three puts the Leake lead down to 20. Anna Morgan Young on the dribble. She's got a pathway to the basket, and she finds it, sort of ducked under some of the big, tall branches of those trees in the paint and got the shot to go down, 34-12.
Hartfield has a lot of players that can shoot it, Phillip. Leake's done a good job putting pressure on them.
Ortez around a high screen from Elliott. Now kicks out left side. Three on the way. Ella Jackson. High rebound comes down, claimed by Young for Leake. Then quickly, Elliott knocks it away from Young. She'll get a transition opportunity, but crashing in there to commit the foul is Caroline Cheatham. She commits her second, team second of the quarter. 2:46 to play in the quarter.
I don't even think Young saw her behind her. Came back, stole it from her, and made a good drive. Just couldn't finish.
Caitlin Elliott gets it to go off the back part of the rim and down and in. She's got 3 points tonight, all of them at the free throw line, make it 4. 34-14, under 2:45 to play in the second quarter, presented by Central Electric Power Association. Some pressure extended just beyond midcourt. The Rebels get it across the timeline, into the corner to Anna Morgan Young, out to Ella Bell. Away from the basket, bounces on the sideline. Left to Anna Morgan Young. She loops it down to Jones, who gets fouled. But you're right, the Rebels had it spaced out really nicely, and a precision pass.
Great job
to the big
by Young there to pull the defender to her, to have a little dump pass right there to Jones.
Yeah, I'm always impressed by Leake's ability to space on the offensive end. You rarely see two players too close together.
That's the key, Phillip. That's the key to good shots is spacing the floor.
There's a drive, results in a foul. I think that's going on Cheatham. If it is, it's her third, and it is. That'll bring Sarah Prince to the scorer's table. Put Sensing at the free throw line. She can't get the first one to go.
That's also another plus, Phillip, of having a lot of girls that can play.
Yep, and you can get in foul trouble. You can get some quality minutes off the bench. Second free throw, good. 7th point for Mary Carolyn Sensing. 34-15 as the clock ticks down to 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Katie Jones dribbles it off her foot up at the top of the key. Bodies to the floor. Held ball is the call, as Ella Jackson and Katie Jones both found themselves on the new, beautifully waxed floor.
Hey, it looks a lot better than when I played, Phillip.
Yeah, that old floor, there were certain spots that were a little softer than others, weren't there?
That's exactly right. That's exactly right.
I think I'm convinced. I'm convinced that Morgan Freeney had this unbelievable map of every little soft spot on that floor. And there's a nice drive and finish from Caitlin Elliott for two to make it 34-17.
Her and Prince together, and as well as my sister were three girls fun to watch on the basketball court.
Sarah Prince thought about the pass, then the shot, then the pass, ends up walking in the process. So sometimes you think long, you think wrong when you're handling the basketball. Leake will turn it over, leading 34-17 with 1:33 to play in the second. This game's been moving along really fast pace. Elliott across the LA logo at midcourt. Uses a screen at the top, then runs back into the defender, Rudolph. They'll get Rudolph with a foul. A little shove by Elliott.
A lot of fans not happy with that one, Phillip.
I think one of the officials has given a little word of warning there. But Rudolph picks up her first, team's fourth. Foul was committed on the floor. So the Lady Hawks will send it in right at the baseline with 1:22 to play in the quarter.
You turnovers early, Phillip, but they're playing hard enough, though.
The officials changed their mind and decide to put Elliott at the free throw line, where she sends the first one straight through.
Number one has definitely found her way to the free throw line tonight, Phillip.
She is 6 for 6 at the line. She has a 2 as well. 34-19. Into the front court come the Rebels. Young loops it down to Jones. She works around to her right and gets
Again, nice control with the body, a nice soft touch off the glass for the deuce.
That's the key tonight, Phillip, is pounding the post.
Drive the other way by Sensing missed. And then Rhodes and Ella Bell got tied up with the ball, and it'll belong now to Leake on the alternating possession as we go into 1 minute. 36-19 the score. Bell goes right side to Rudolph. Now they've got an open look for Sarah Prince behind the three-point line. Junction three for Prince. She's got a pair of those tonight, and the lead's back out to 20. 42 seconds to play in the quarter as LA plays backcourt pressure. Putting her foot on the gas is Huertas. She loses the ball. Ella Bell sends it over to Morgan Young.
There.
But taken back by Rhodes, and then some contact in the lane. Send Hartfield back to the line. I think they're going to get Bell. They're going to get they're going to get Prince for the foul.
A lot of up and down here.
Or no, I'm sorry, that foul's going against. It's going the other way. It's going against Addison Rhodes, number 2 for Hartfield. 20 seconds to play. LA with the ball in the offensive half court. Anna Morgan Young left open for 3. Shot a little bit short. Rebounded offside by Thrasher. Under 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Hartfield trying to end on a positive note. Long 3. Air balls off the hands of Elliott. Clock stops with 3 seconds to play. Gonna rush that shot. And Leake will dribble it in, and that'll be the end of the quarter. The ball goes out of bounds on the sideline.
Great first half there, Phillip. We can take 20 points each quarter any day of the week.
Leake outscores the visitors 16-13 in the second quarter, and will take a 39-19 lead into the locker room. We'll get to the Wendy's halftime in just a second, but we'll take this break first as Leake Academy girls basketball continues from Boswell Media Sports.
Experience the South Group Cox Agency difference. We work with clients of established businesses, startups, young and established families, retirees, and high net worth individuals. South Group Cox has a statewide presence, local knowledge, and superior expertise. We are committed to be your hometown and long-term trusted advisor and have access to insurance and risk management solutions while at the same time offering you coverage options at an affordable rate. South Group Cox Agency open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., 207 West Main Street, Carthage.
Dr. Ryan Anderson and his crew at Central Mississippi Animal Clinic love getting to know you and your pet. In addition to your pet's health care, they offer boarding that will be your fur baby's home away from home. Become a member of the Central Mississippi Animal Clinic family today. Download the Central Mississippi Animal Clinic app or go to centralmississippianimalclinic.com. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic, Highway 35, Carthage. Winter in central Mississippi may feel a bit different than other regions. It could feel like winter in the morning and summer by the afternoon. To keep your home comfortable, which may mean adjusting your thermostat by a few degrees, Central Electric recommends setting your thermostat at 68 degrees and changing your HVAC filters once a month. Make sure to seal your doors and windows if air is escaping or coming in. Central Electric, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
If you love sports, get in the game by getting In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, puts you in the game with personalized jerseys and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports has the cheer uniforms you're looking for, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has. In Sports also believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Be the fan you've always wanted to be with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
My knee rehab was 100% successful thanks to Performance Therapy. They sat down with me and created a plan to ensure I would achieve my personal rehabilitation goals, and they encouraged me to get the most out of every session. Performance Therapy provided plenty of material for me to continue my rehab in between sessions too. Hopefully I don't have to see them in the future, but if I did, I would definitely choose Performance Therapy again.
For more information, go to performancetherapyms.com. Performance Therapy, Carthage, Philadelphia, and Forest.
When dealing with something as complex as taxes and payroll can be, you can turn to Weaver Tax and Accounting to make things easier. Their professional staff works diligently to make sure your business and personal returns are complete and finished in a timely manner. Weaver Tax and Accounting will also execute your bookkeeping and payroll, bringing you the best in tax services since 1979. Weaver Tax and Accounting. 20 South Street, Sebastopol, and 109 Chadwick Avenue in Walnut Grove.
Hey, if you're tired of being cooped up, well, let me suggest that you head down to Ozark Ag on Highway 16 in Carthage. After all, they rule the roost when it comes to being the #1 Big Dutchman dealer in the state. Plus, they carry all the brand names you've come to count on when it comes to your poultry products. Ozark Ag is also proud to be the sole distributor of Casco product line disinfectants. And they have exceptional poultry house service, maintenance, and supplies just waiting for you. So do yourself a favor. Stop feeling all cooped up and get down to Ozark Ag on Highway 16 in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Welcome to the Wendy's halftime. If you're watching on the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel, you're seeing DeMar's Terrors do their thing. I was just telling Will Lawson Harkins during the break that somebody asked me the other day, why is it that Leake Academy has such a good girls basketball program? And I said, well, the best answer, shortest answer I can give you is you find it at halftime of the girls game when DeMar's Terrors come out and perform, and you see what the kind of basketball culture that's here at Leake Academy. That's and the fans appreciate it. You see these girls dribbling 2 basketballs at one time on the floor, and everybody's got their cameras out. Everybody's excited to see these young ladies do their thing. And Will, you said those youngsters have a lot of dreams too.
That's right. That's just every little girl's dream. Coming to Leake Academy is wanting to be a Leake Academy girls basketball player, and that's why you see all this red in this gym with all the banners hanging up. That's what they want to get.
And to have the varsity team sitting on the sideline watching as well. As Coach Hatch blows the whistle and calls for the next drill to begin. While that goes on, we'll talk just a little bit about this first half. Leake established themselves early, outscoring Hartfield 23-6 in the first quarter, and they lead it now 39-19. And double figures for Leake's Katie Jones. She has 13 in the first half off 6 made shots from 2-point range, and then also she got a 3. A junction 3 as well. We also present Rebel 3-pointers presented by all the locations of the junction across Mississippi. She's in double figures. Sarah Prince off the bench with 8, with a 2 and 2 junction 3s.
I think that's what Leake's done a good job, Phillip, of establishing the low post, and that draws the defense in so we can get those 3-pointers.
Yep, and Tamar's Terrors have done their closing drill to pass the ball and say your name really loud to the top row of the gym.
That's always my favorite part of the evening.
That's why I stopped for just a minute. And then continue the offensive scoring. Look at this first half. Jenna Allen off the bench with 6 off a pair of junction 3s. And she averages 6 points a game, so she's already hit her season average in the first half. 5 for Olivia Rudolph. She made 3 the hard way, a 2 with the and 1, and another 2-point basket all in the first quarter. 4 for Marley Myers, as she's made 2 shots from the field. And then 2 for Anna Morgan Young off a second quarter basket. And Hannah Clark came off the bench and went 1 for 2 at the free throw line for 1 point. Addie Crow played in the first half but didn't score for Leake. So Jones with 13, 8 for Prince, half a dozen for Jenna Allen, 5 for Rudolph, and 4 for Myers, 2 for Young, 1 for Clark. Adds up to 39 points. You're just going to have to take my word for it unless you're really good at math, but it does add up. I think I got it all. And
very good first quarter of score, and had a few turnovers second quarter to hold back some of it, but they were on pace to match it.
If you look at Hartfield's side of the ledger, they got 8 points out of senior Caitlin Elliott. She scored 6 of them at the free throw line. She was perfect at the line, 6 for 6. They had a goal for 8, 7 for Mary Carolyn Simpson. She got hot in the second quarter with back-to-back threes and then made 1 out of 2 at the stripe. 3 for Sarah Grace Nail. She made 1 basket and went 1 for 2 at the line. 1 for 2 at the line also for Samaya Smith off the bench. junior has 1 point. Rhodes, Juarez, Jackson, Thrasher all played in the first half and did not score for Hartfield. 5-3, trying to avoid their second straight loss of the year. But the Rebels have already gone up by 20 in the first half. We're going to step aside and take one more break, and we'll come back and wrap up the Wendy's halftime as Leake leads it 39-19 in girls varsity action. Back after this on Boswell Media Sports.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
What can you expect from Moore's Pharmacy when you choose them? How about all of this? Free medicine flavoring. No more yucky medicines. Ew! Or the shortest wait times ever. Moore's Pharmacy definitely has the best prices and 2 lanes to serve you better in their drive-thru area. Moore's Pharmacy features prescription transfers that are fast and easy and can fill all your scripts at the same time with their MedSync program. Nobody likes to be on hold, especially when you're already not feeling well, which is why at Moore's Pharmacy they always speak to those recorded answering services. Family owned and operated. Moore's Pharmacy says thank you for supporting their local business and wishes you and yours a very Merry Christmas. Moore's Pharmacy in Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena.
Boswell Media Sports.
Leake Academy and Hartfield start the third quarter. Hawks inbound it, get it to Sensing, but she dribbles the ball off her right
Leake
leg.
was a little confused there, Phillip.
Yeah, I'm not sure everybody was clear on who they were guarding there on the opening possession, and Leake catches a break off the mishandled ball. Cheatham, Jones, Young, Bell, and Rudolph on the floor for Leake and White. Ball stolen from Katie Jones at the top, and she dives back down on the floor to retrieve it and finds Ella Bell in the deep right corner, and Coach Hatch calls timeout with 7:40 to play. We'll take the 30-second timeout with them as Leake Academy basketball continues.
Roll into Junction Deli, where nourishment meets journey. On the menu, delectable breakfast, lunch, and supper. Whether you're in Philadelphia, Newton, Union, Carthage, Louisville, Oxford, or Scuba, we're the local pit stop that blends the allure of delicious food with the convenience of a fuel station. Remember, when your stomach grumbles or your tank covers on empty, we're just around the corner. Download the Junction app for ordering convenience and look for the new car wash in Louisville next to Walmart.
Boswell Media Sports.
Rebels inbound it at midcourt.
Hartfield is staying persistent with that press, Phillip.
Rudolph fights through a little extra pressure. Get in the left corner to Young. Nothing there for her. She tries to reverse it to Cheatham, but it's tipped away into the backcourt, but kept alive by Cheatham. She'll bring it back into the front court. Here's Ella Bell. 3, left wing, horseshoes out. Anna Morgan Young, strong move to get the rebound. She can't put it in from point blank range. Neither can Rudolph from the right side. There's Katie Jones taking matters into her hands, but then Elliott strips the ball from her and comes down the other way, takes it coast to coast. Too hard off the square. And then Young gets the rebound offside and gets her legs clipped out from under her.
It's also amazing to me how hard we crash the boards, Phillip, and then also, on the other hand, getting back and stopping, you know.
Somehow Anna Morgan Young charged with a foul there, her third, and then Hartfield will throw it away. Pass from the top of the key over to the wing. And the intended receiver there, Vale Wartez, cut toward the basket. Just went into the wall. 39-19, Leake ahead. Nobody scored yet in the first half. Katie Jones misses from the right side. Physical play underneath with Sensing. And the Rebels charged with a foul underneath. Looks like Rudolph picking up her second. 6:39 to go in the third quarter. Third quarter presented by In Sports. 6.5 minutes to play in the third. Ortez for 3. airballs it, and Katie Jones will just make
Great
sure
block
nobody
out by
can
Jones
get it.
there.
Yep. And team rebound for the Rebels.
You know, Phillip, that's what a lot of people don't realize. Down there on the low post, you have to be so physical, and then you have to be so smooth going up.
Steal by Rhodes at midcourt. She feeds Elliott, who converts at the other end, makes it 39-21.
Low post is not an easy position to play.
Ella Bell on the dribble in the corner, bounces out deep wide left to Rudolph. Now they work it around the perimeter well for an open look for Anna Morgan Young. Junction three for the junior Anna Morgan Young.
Just goes back to staying spaced out, Phillip.
42-21, LA doubling up Hartfield. Staying in man pressure, Cheatham guarding Mortez at the top. She keeps it on the right-hand dribble. And what we got, a
3-second
call in the lane, yeah. Going to turn over to Leake. Second shift coming in, Allen, Myers, Clark, Prince, and Crow. Sarah Prince, the 8th grader, will handle it off the inbound pass.
Hartfield staying with the press.
Marley Myers looping it out. Great ball movement. Nobody putting it on the floor. 3 left short by Prince. Rebounded by Hartfield. They'll bring it down the other way. Wartez out of control going up to the rim. Ball battled for and retrieved back in the left corner. Head to Allen.
Great
Allen
pass.
with a nice pass
Great
between
pass
2 defenders.
Allen there.
Oh, she feeds Addie Crow. Great dime from
Great
Allen
finish
to
by Crow.
44-21. Ella Jackson finds Elliott at the top. She'll fire a long 2 from the top. That's good.
Shot.
Elliott's got a good-looking shot. She's in double figures with 10. It's 44-23, Leake. Midcourt, corner. Clark's going to try it from
Great
3.
shot.
Junction 3. Hannah Clark getting in on the fun. 47-23.
It's contagious, Phillip. When it rains, it pours.
Yep, just like in baseball, hitting's contagious.
That's right.
And making open shots can be contagious as well. Hartfield passing the ball around the perimeter. Or at least they were. Rebels keep everybody covered. Elliott going up, draws some contact from Crow. She's surprised to get the whistle called on her.
Elliott is doing everything she can to get to that free throw line. She's pretty good there.
She's perfect 6 for 6. Hey, while we've got this stoppage of play, we need to talk football 1 second. We need to give a shout out to a Leake football alum. Gunnar Scott up at Northeast Mississippi Community College was named yesterday first team all North Division tight end for the Tigers.
That's a big accomplishment. Gunnar and I played. I was thankful to play with Gunnar. He was a 9th grader when I was a senior. He's one of my linemen in football. He's always loved that sport and glad to see him succeed at the next level.
Congratulations, Gunnar Scott, all MAC Conference North Division tight end. First free throw missed by Elliott there. So she finally misses one. So Maya Smith comes in to replace Sarah Grace Nail. Second free throw coming up for the senior Elliott. And she makes it, 47-24. Holland Thrasher comes into the game for the Hawks. They'll pressure Leake in the backcourt, but Sarah Prince, left-hand dribble, up the left side, going underneath the basket. Sends it over to Crow. She'll aim, fire for 3, and she's got the junction 3. She gets in on the action. 5 points, 50-24.
Great dribble drive by Prince there to find the open man.
Smith. Ball, little entry pass knocked away by Prince.
A little slippage there.
Yeah. Slippery spot on the floor at midcourt. Prince left side to Crow. Crow guarded by Thrasher out behind the perimeter. There's a 3 on the way, a little bit short off the hands of Allen, and then there's a foul on Hartfield in the battle for the rebound. 3:20 to play in the quarter. That's the first foul of the quarter.
I think that's what makes Leake girls so good, Phillip, is just the physicality of it.
Smith commits her foul, first foul. Marley Myers at the free throw line. Gets the first one through. Averaging 5.6 rebounds. Off the one, Hannah Clark could not control it, dribbled it on the left baseline.
Great hustle there by Clark.
Hartfield will bring it up the length of the floor, trailing 51-24, 3:17 to go in the InSports third quarter. Ella Jackson dribbles into the front court. Goes to Nail, who's back in the game. Free throw line, backing it out, keeping the dribble. Ella Jackson, guarded by Crow. Left side, Nail passes up a three. Gets it to Thrasher, now to Huertas. Between the circles, Ella Jackson feeds Nail. She'll dribble a couple of times. Send it for a right lane drive. Addison Rhodes, late whistle, comes in and will send her to the line.
We do such a good job of just denying the ball, Phillip. That's what makes us so good on defense.
Addie Crow guilty of her third foul. First free throw a little bit long, spins out on Rhodes. She's got 2 points. Junior gets a deep knee bend, puts up the second one. It misses as well, but then she's able to control the rebound. Her putback affected nicely, but then taken away by Thrasher. And a pass forced into the inside. Hannah Clark able to come out of there with it for LA. And Clark mishandles the ball, ends up traveling, looking for a lead pass ahead to Allen. 2:26 to go. Leake 51, Hartfield 24.
Yeah, Phillip, I think we got a good enough lead here. We can start slowing it down, rotating it a little bit.
Already defensively playing half-court defense at this point. Rebels up by 27. Hartfield shares the ball around the perimeter, trying to find something in the lane, trying to find a higher percentage shot. They have not taken a lot of threes tonight. Nail with it. The top to Rhodes, right side Jackson. She tries to drive on Crow, leveled off. Sends it back to Nail, and she'll walk, trying to get around Marley Myers, who had set up really well defensively. Good footwork by Marley Myers. Minute 45 to play in the quarter.
Great job by Myers there to cut off that lane.
Sarah Prince on the dribble between the rings. Over to the left side. That's Marley Myers behind the three-point line. Right side, back to Prince. She'll put it to Allen at the top, now to Clark. Clark left-hand dribble. Ball's taken away from her. Nice move in there by Huertas. 3-on-2. Hartfield moving it the other way. Can't get the finish, though, as Rhodes misses the shot, but Myers touches it last, and Hartfield will keep it with 71 seconds to play in the third quarter, presented by InSports.
Just goes back to the hustle right there of getting back and having a contested shot there.
Yeah, because even in a 3-on-2, you can play good defense. You can get that ball back, and there's a three taken by Thrasher, and she leaves it well short. Goes out of bounds. Leake gets it back with 61 seconds to play in the third.
Seems like Hartfield has got two up court.
Simpson and Elliott come back to the game after a brief rest. Final minute of the third quarter. On the dribble, Prince. Bear sends it over to Marley Myers. She's got it back. Finds Crow behind the three-point line, left side. Wanted to go bounce it down to Myers, but she was not in the right place. Ball stolen by the Hawks, and then going hard to the rim. Drawing the foul is Elliott. Leake guilty of the foul. It's going on
Prince, I believe.
Sarah Prince, her first. Team's fifth. 40 seconds on the clock.
Philip, now correct me on this. Did the rule change this year to 5 fouls free throw line?
Yeah, in the girls' game, you start over every quarter.
Gotcha.
So at fifth foul, you start.
Gotcha.
It's a 51-25 now. 33 seconds. Free throw line extended left side. Myers reverses right side to Prince. She's able to dribble to the top. Left side, Allen. Nothing inside. She curls back to the free throw line. Hands it to Crow. She'll come down the lane line, and she's able to spin it in with the left hand. Good finish by Addie Crow, who's got 7 in this quarter. 6 seconds, 5. Rebels up 53-25. We'll see if Hartfield can get that last shot. Here's a long 2, and it's too long. 53-25. Leake ahead going to the fourth quarter. Back in 60 seconds as Leake Academy basketball continues.
My knee rehab was 100% successful thanks to performance therapy. They sat down with me and created a plan to ensure I would achieve my personal rehabilitation goals, and they encouraged me to get the most out of every session. Performance therapy provided plenty of material for me to continue my rehab in between sessions too. Hopefully I don't have to see them in the future, but if I did, I would definitely choose performance therapy again.
For more information, go to performancetherapyms.com. Performance Therapy, Carthage, Philadelphia, and Forest.
When dealing with something as complex as taxes and payroll can be, you can turn to Weaver Tax and Accounting to make things easier. Their professional staff works diligently to make sure your business and personal returns are complete and finished in a timely manner. Weaver Tax and Accounting will also execute your bookkeeping and payroll, bringing you the best in tax services since 1979. Weaver Tax and Accounting, 20 South Street, Sebastopol, and 109 Chadwick Avenue in Walnut Grove.
Well, Media Sports.
As we start the fourth quarter, 3 new players in the ballgame for Leake. Abigail Graham, who's going to inbound it. Also Lily McDonald, sophomore, and freshman Cody Breedlove. Allen and Prince stay in the game for LA, starting this fourth quarter, leading 53-25 over 6A Hartfield.
Yeah, Philip, I think Leake's done just a wonderful job of putting pressure on Hartfield tonight defensively.
Trap closing in on Prince near the midcourt line. The ball stolen from McDonald. And nearly lost in the backcourt by Rhodes. She feeds Wartez across the timeline. She comes down the right side, shovels it baseline to Caitlin Elliott, who brings it out behind the arc on a dribble. Left side guarded by Prince. And they'll get a moving screen. No, they'll call double dribble. I think they could have gone either way.
Yeah, either way right there, Philip.
That one. Either way, it's Leake basketball leading by 28. Leake will hit the road Thursday at Pillow and try to even up this season series with Pillow. Miss from the left side. Breedlove can't get it to go, and out of there with a rebound is Sensing for the Hawks. But then stolen away by Prince. She'll weave her way on the dribble into the front court. Feed it to Allen with Elliott in front of her. And they feed McDonald in the post. Go over to Breedlove. She nearly lets it go between her legs, but saves it. Gets it to Prince on the right wing. Prince avoids the travel, goes to Abigail Graham right side. She'll dribble twice. Ball poked away from her, taken by Rhodes, then stolen back. Good hands there by Lily McDonald.
Back and forth action right here, Philip.
Breedlove around a McDonald screen at the top.
Great drive.
Finds a lane, drives and finishes with a left hand.
Great drive by Breedlove right there.
First points for the freshman, Cody Breedlove. 55-25, lead is now 36-19. Clock ticking, fourth quarter. Fourth quarter presented by Central Mississippi Animal Clinic. There's a 3 from Sensing left side. Scoots off the back of the rim. Rebound claimed by Jenna Allen for the Rebels. Feeds Prince left wing. Now here's Abigail Graham. She'll fire for 3 off the right side of the rim. And tipped out of bounds. Breedlove tipped it away from Sensing, but it'll belong to the Hawks.
Prince being so young, Philip, she really sees the court really well.
Yeah, and handles it so well, too. Just able through traffic. Sensing with a 14-footer that's off the mark. Good box out and rebound there by Lily McDonald for LA.
I believe her father had her dribbling in diapers, Philip.
Miss from three, but good play underneath there by Lily McDonald to get the putback. 2. 57-25. 5:15 on the fourth quarter clock.
Great pass.
Elliott with a nice dump down on the left side of the lane to Nail for 2. 5 points for Sarah Grace Nail. 57-27.
Great pass by Elliott there.
Yeah, good
She's
job.
She
drew the defense to herself and then put it from the top of her head just right into the hands of her teammate. Here's a 3 from the top. Prince scoots off the right side of the rim, knocked over the end line. Last touched by Abigail Graham of Leake.
A little arch on that ball, I think, Philip, and it goes right on in.
Playing man half-court pressure during this second half. Addison Rhodes with the dribble, left side to Elliott, guarded by Allen. She goes baseline, tries to find a teammate in the lane. Ball's loose, grabbed by Rhodes. She can't flip it in with the right hand, and Abigail Graham cleans the glass.
Great rebound by Graham there.
Right side, Breedlove down to McDonald. She
cut.
feeds a great cut to the basket, but just dropped for a second there by Jenna Allen. The Hawks come out with it. They'll set up on the offensive end. Drive, missed off the left side of the basket there by Sensing, and the Rebels get the rebound. Here comes Breedlove spinning away from a defender into the lane. Going up hard, and then it gets wedged between the backboard and the rim left side, and that's going to be
a lot of back and forth action.
Hartfield basketball, but
still like
you going to get down there and get that ball out?
That's right.
You got the ups for that?
Not anymore, Phil.
I don't see anybody looking up here to you or me.
That's right.
Nope, they get
maybe the shortest in the building.
They get an extra basketball. Caitlin Elliott frees it up with 3:54 to go. Leake 57, Hartfield 27. On the dribble, Ella Jackson, who's checked into the game, goes to Caitlin Elliott. She works 12 feet out from the basket, now goes into the painted area, puts up a shot, draws some contact. Going to be a foul on Allen. She's committed 2.
She's done a really good job of drawing fouls all night, Philip. Elliott.
Yep, that's a big part of the game. That can get into the free throw line and making those free throws as she misses the first one there. Can help you, particularly on those nights when the shots aren't going down anywhere
exactly
else.
Right.
Saw East Central do that game last week. She misses them both. Rebound cleared by Lily McDonald. Go to Jenna Allen. She goes inside the three-point line, now backs out, sends it to Graham, who sends it back on the return. Now Prince backs out, step back 3, too deep. Long rebound right out to Ortez for the Hawks. Time called with 3:11, clock ticking. Both coaches, going to bring in some reserves from the bench. For LA, Ainsley Stokes, Allison Thompson, Liza Kate Long. Let's see who else is in the game. Laura Payne and Ella Grace Bennett in the ball game.
Philip, I thought Leake did a really good job of shooting the ball tonight.
They have leading 57-27. Sensing 3 at the top, and she's played a lot of minutes, looked tired. She's going to get some relief from the bench for Hartfield. They bring in Addison Adams, Ella Rankin, Mary Blake Gentry. I missed a couple of others. Allie Newton, miss by Allison Thompson. Rebound Thrasher for Hartfield with 2:18 to go. She's going to stop at the free throw line, send it out for a long 2, missed by Adams. And then Ella Rankin's going to dig out the rebound on the baseline, get it poked out of her hands, out of bounds. So Hartfield will keep it. Final 2 minutes of this game. Hawks working around the perimeter. Right side, Gentry. They're guarded by Stokes. Thrasher with a shot in the lane from 5 feet out, missed. Rebound Stokes for LA, but the ball's turned over in the backcourt, and Thrasher will get a second chance. Her two-hand runner left side won't go. Allison Thompson with a rebound. Held ball as she tried to turn up court.
There's 3 or 4 possessions, Phillip. Feels like we just about got it, and they take it right back from us.
So minute 42 to go as we dribble out the final 100 seconds of this game. Leake ahead by 30 points.
Great drive.
Good looking drive. Ella Grace Bennett going right side to the rim. Ball was ripped out of her hand, out of bounds. To the top, Laura Payne, her 3 short, but right there to get it. Put back missed by Allison Thompson. Gets tipped back into her hands and a held ball. It's going to be Hartfield basketball. Every Leake player get on the stat sheet tonight. 3 from Adams, horseshoes out. Tipped over to Thrasher, right baseline. She'll send it out for a long 2 off the hands of Ella Rankin. They get another chance at it from Newman. She can't get it to go. They still keep it. Thrasher tries to find Gentry out at the top. She mishandles it, and they turn it over to Leake with 56 seconds.
Hartfield is still crashing the boards pretty hard, Phillip.
Next live
Good
stream.
shot here.
Next live stream broadcast next Tuesday from Pearl against Park Place in the old Pearl High School gym. Ball stolen from Ella Grace Bennett. Adams with it. Bennett guarding her. Under 37 seconds to go. Right side. Nothing there for Thrasher. Right baseline. Catch and release. 3 is good for Addison Adams. 57-30. Bennett on the dribble. Uses a Stokes screen out high. Frees herself for a 3 that's off the right side of the backboard. No good. Rebound run down by Adams. And she loses it. Allison Thompson in the lane. Kicks out. Bennett for 3 right side. Junction 3 for Ella Grace Bennett.
Seems like, Phillip, that's been falling all night long.
And that's going to get the clock to 0. And we've got a final 60-30. That's an easy score to remember as the Lady Rebels double it up and improve to 8-1, win their 4th ball game in a row. We'll talk a little bit more about it during the Ozark Ag postgame, which is coming up after this break as Leake Academy basketball continues.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
What can you expect from Moore's Pharmacy when you choose them? How about all of this? Free medicine flavoring. No more yucky medicines. Ew! Or the shortest wait times ever. Moore's Pharmacy definitely has the best prices and 2 lanes to serve you better in their drive-thru area. Moore's Pharmacy features prescription transfers that are fast and easy and can fill all your scripts at the same time with their MediSync program. Nobody likes to be on hold, especially when you're already not feeling well, which is why at Moore's Pharmacy, they always speak to you directly without those recorded answering services. Family owned and operated. Moore's Pharmacy says thank you for supporting their local business and wishes you and yours a very Merry Christmas. Moore's Pharmacy in Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena.
Roll into Junction Deli, where nourishment meets journey. On the menu, delectable breakfast, lunch, and supper. Whether you're in Philadelphia, Newton, Union, Carthage, Louisville, Oxford, or Scuba, we're the local pit stop that blends the allure of delicious food with the convenience of a fuel station. Remember, when your stomach grumbles or your tank covers on empty, we're just around the corner. Download the Junction app for ordering convenience and look for the new car wash in Louisville next to Walmart.
Baptist Leake Rural Health, variety of healthcare options with primary care, pediatrics, and women's health. Providing care at 3 locations in Carthage, Walnut Grove, and Madden. Call 601-267-1470 today to schedule your appointment. Extended hours and Saturdays are available at our primary care clinic located in Carthage. Baptist Leake, making your health care our #1 priority.
At Wendy's, you don't need a psychic to tell you your hamburger's gonna taste great.
Excuse me?
Because every square hamburger is a sign you're getting the best.
Did someone say sign?
4 corners of hot and juicy fresh beef that make deliciousness its destiny every time.
Hold on. I'm getting fresh beef.
When you want the best hamburger, square's the beef. Choose wisely.
Choose Wendy's, Dave Single. I am a psychic, after all.
Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
Boswell Media Sports.
All right, we pull the rope on the Ozark Ag post game after the varsity girls game. Leake Academy defeats Hartfield 60-30. Boys are out there loosening up. But Will Lawson-Harkins and I are first going to talk a little bit more about this ball game and give you some of the stats as well, as we've got, we seem to be running on time toward the South Group Cox tip-off for the boys game. And this game really, got one in the first 8 minutes as Leake took a 23-6 lead and never really went through any deep lull. Just able to keep the pressure on and led it 39-19 at halftime, and then outscored the Hawks by 10 in the second half to get the 30-point victory to improve to 9-1 on the season, with a rematch against Pillow, who came in here a couple of weeks ago and defeated the Rebels 49-34, I believe was the score that night. Only the second time in 73 games that Leake's girls have been defeated on this floor. But talking about this game, what were some of your observations from it, Will?
I thought, Philip, first couple of possessions started out a little shaky, but after that we settled on down. I think the key was establishing the low post, getting Katie Jones the ball to where they can open up some lanes for the three-point shot, and just thank the good Lord we made most of them tonight, Philip.
Yep, Hartfield led it 2-0, but that was the only lead they would enjoy on the night. No run, and never looked back from there. Here are some of the individual stats scoring for Hartfield. They had one player in double figures. Their talented senior, Caitlin Elliott, had 8 in the first half, put in 5 more in the second for 13. She got 9 of those 13 at the free throw line, as she went 9 out of 12 shooting free throws. 7 for Mary Carolyn Sensing, another senior standout. She got all her points in the first half off a couple of threes and 1 for 2 free throw shooting. 5 for Sarah Grace Nail, 3 made late by Addison Adams, a sophomore who came off the bench. Addison Rhodes put in 2, and Samaya Smith off the bench with 1. But Wartez, Jackson, Gentry, Newman, Thrasher, and Rankin all played but didn't score for Hartfield, as their record moves to 5-4, and they've lost their last 2 ball games. For Leake, everybody got to play. That's always a good thing. Katie Jones led the way, putting in 13 in the first half. She made a 3 and then made 5 shots from 2-point range, the only Rebel in double figures. 8 points for Sarah Prince off the bench. She got all hers in the first half, a 2 and 2 junction threes. 7 for Addie Crow, all in the third quarter, off 2 2-point baskets and a junction 3. There were a lot of those in tonight's game. Jenna Allen with 6, made 2 first half junction 3s. Marley Myers off bench scored 5, 2 baskets and 1 for 2 at the line. 5 for Anna Morgan Young off a 2 in the first half and a junction 3 in the second. Olivia Rudolph, she also had 5, got 3 the hard way in the first quarter with a made basket and in the end 1, and also made another 2 for her 5 points. Hannah Clark came in and scored 4 off 1 for 2 free throw shooting and a junction 3. Let's see who I've left off here. 3 for Ella Grace Bennett in the fourth quarter, 2 for Lily McDonald, 2 also for Cody Breedlove late in the ball game. Laura Payne, Ainsley Stokes, Liza Kate Long, Allison Thompson, Abigail Graham, Caroline Cheatham, and Ella Bell all played but didn't score for Leake. So it was Jones with 13. Prince had 8. Crow scored 7. Half a dozen for Jenna Allen. 5 apiece for Myers, Young, and Rudolph. 4 for Clark. 3 for Bennett. 2 for Breedlove. 2 for McDonald. for victorious Leake Academy. We'll take one more break and come back and set you up for the boys game as we move into the Morris Pharmacy pregame. Boys action between Leake and Hartfield will return after this break on Boswell Media Sports.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
Hey, if you're tired of being cooped up, well, let me suggest that you head down to Ozark Ag on Highway 16 in Carthage. After all, they rule the roost when it comes to being the #1 Big Dutchman dealer in the state. Plus, they carry all the brand names you've come to count on when it comes to your poultry products. Ozark Ag is also proud to be the sole distributor of Casco product line disinfectants. And they have exceptional poultry house service, maintenance, and supplies just waiting for you. So do yourself a favor. Stop feeling all cooped up and get down to Ozark Ag on Highway 16 in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
And the Baptist Medical League starting lineups being announced. For Hartfield under Coach Chris Goodman, coming in at 5-2. Wiggy Ball, a junior, Andrew Lee, senior. Eli Anderson, a senior. Pepper Wilson, sophomore. And then they have a number 32, who I think that's have him on my, but I don't have 32 on my roster. I thought I heard the name King. All right, let's go to the league starting lineups. Boys at 6-2 under Coach Jason Morgan. And they'll start Gage Warren, Jack Harkins, a junior, Jake Freeney, a senior, Samuel Prince, a sophomore, and Lucas Thomas, senior at 6'1". So Harkins, Thomas, Freeney, Prince, Warren for LA in white.
That's the thing with Coach Morgan, Phillip, is, you get 10 players that can start, and that says a lot about him, of getting everybody involved in this, in the system that he runs. Very fun to watch.
Yeah, he has been very pleased with the early part of his play of his team, early part of the season. Lucas Thomas and Eli Anderson in the jump circle. Here's the South Group Cox tip-off, controlled by Hartfield's Andrew Lee. But it passed to the interior, intercepted by Samuel Prince. Here come the Rebels the other way. To Harkins' right corner. He'll bring it out deep wide right on the dribble. Guarded by Lee. Gets it to Freeney near the timeline, right side. Now to Prince. Get it to Thomas at the top of the key. Left side, Prince nearly mishandles it. Comes around a screen from Thomas. Now reverses left side, nothing there. Hits it out for a three from Warren that's left short.
That's the thing with Coach Morgan, Phillip, is running his offense, getting a good shot.
And a travel on the inside. They went right into the middle of the floor to Eli Anderson, and he was going to kick it out right side, but took a step.
Hartfield a little shaky early. Got to take advantage of it.
Freeney into the front court. Left side Warren around a Thomas screen. Frees up for the three off the left side. Now Thomas can't control the rebound. Had both hands on it, and then it just jumped out of his hands, went over the end line. No score, 55 seconds into this game. First quarter presented by Carthage Vet Clinic.
And that Lucas Thomas, he knows he can jump out the gym, Phillip.
Gets some pressure. Nearly a steal the top by Thomas. But Anderson keeps control of it. They'll send it back out for a reset to Wiggy Ball. Ball will dribble once. Work a little weave behind the three-point line. Now a drive from Lee. He'll get some contact on the arm as he goes straight up to the basket. Gonna put that on Warren. First foul of the game will send Andrew Lee to the free throw line where he is perfect on the first free throw. Hartfield coming in at 5-2. They only have 3 players on their roster listed at under 6 feet tall. Anybody else 6 feet or better? Lee, one of those 6 foot plus players, scores. Both working against pressure in the backcourt. Will get it across just in time. Get a look for Harkins right side. He'll pass up the 3. Send it out deep wide right to Freeney. Now to Thomas, out away from the basket. To Warren, nothing there for him. Prince over to Harkins.
Good pass.
Nice bounce pass down the right lane line to Prince, but good defense from Hartfield as Lee ties him up. Leake will keep it. 2-0 Hawks. 6:17 to go in the first quarter.
Quiggy Ball is a player to watch for Hartfield. I've watched him play multiple sports growing up, and he's a fun player to watch.
Harkins on the right wing between the circles to Prince. Nice ball rotation to the left corner to Freeney. His entry pass denied, knocked away, taken away by Andrew Lee. Now they get it to Ball. His pass on the interior deflected by Prince into the hands of Thomas, and a foul committed.
It's one thing with Leake, we're so long and lanky, those long arms can just back the ball down and come up with a steal, turnover.
Put that foul on King, his first, team's first. Still 2-0 Hawks. Right side, Freeney. Bothered out there by Pepper Wilson. Baseline drive, leveled off is Thomas, and it's a held ball. Belong to the Hawks, who come in with garnet uniforms. Hawks on the front. Block letters, white numbers, everything trimmed in garnet. Between the circles, Wilson guarded by Freeney. He'll angle a dribble left side. Feed it to Lee, who comes into the lane for a runner that goes halfway down and out. Rebound Harkins for the Rebels. They're still looking for their first points of the game of the Rebels. Here's Prince at the top. Guarded by King. He'll come to the free throw line. Shovel it left side. Get it back. Now drive to the basket. Makes a good move. Gets that half a step he needed and lays it in off the window.
Man, Prince is really fun to watch, man. He's a good-looking kid.
2 weeks ago, he joined the 1,000-point club.
Didn't take him long, did it?
Did not. You look down. Yes, he is a sophomore. 2-2 ball game. Nice move in the post. Shot wouldn't go for King. Thomas will get called for the foul.
Gotten the privilege to watch Goodman, and I believe he was at East Rankin before. He's very knowledgeable of the game, and Hartfield is very, very well coached, as you can tell.
Hartfield has not made a shot from the field yet as King misses the first free throw. I mentioned the height, but one thing that stood out to me about the Hawks is that the bodies are not wide. They're lanky and they're athletic for sure. But they're not a
like
brawny, muscular
players.
team. Yeah, they look like basketball players, and they've got, I think, a couple of their football guys who have yet to join the team. A second free throw missed, but offensive rebound opens up a shot left side. Pepper Wilson shot short, rebounded by Ball. They'll reverse left side for Lee, who's good for 3. There's the first made shot from the field, 5-2. Harkins on the right wing, right at the free throw line, leveled off by Ball. Back out to the right to Freeney, gives it back to Harkins. One dribble, and work it left side into the corner to Freeney. The top, Prince, Harkins, Warren.
Good ball rotation.
Clock at 4:05, Rebels down by 3 first quarter. There's Prince on the drive. His shot from 10 feet out won't go. Offensive rebound, stick back, missed off, a little too strong from Thomas. Hartfield with a rebound, up the floor quickly, transition shot, missed by Lee. Rebound Prince. He'll come up the middle of the floor, stop at the top of the circle. Work it right side, 3, Harkins, too long. But
great rebound.
Nicely recovered on the offside by Warren, who sticks it back.
Great job by Warren of being there for the putback.
3.5 minutes to go. 5-4 game. Defensive ball game so far. King guarded by Prince behind the arc. They get a screened three. Look for Wilson.
Great
Halfway
box
down
out.
and out. Good box out
by
indeed
Warren.
from Warren. They'll get it in transition. Three, right corner. Harkins, horseshoes out on him. Going high for the rebound is Ball for the Hawks. Hartfield leads it by a point. Working offensive ball possession. Top Ball, deep three. Off the front of the rim. Bounces off left side. Blocks out by Jack Harkins. Leake coming the other way. Left side Warren. Round a Thomas screen. Try to get it down to him low, but overshot him, and it's picked off on the baseline by Andrew Lee for the Hawks.
Leake struggling with shots early, but hopefully once they get in a rhythm.
They're going to get Warren, got just sort of tangled up with Lee, setting a ball screen at the top. The officials are coming to talk about it.
Once they get in a rhythm, a couple shots will fall.
Lee and Warren were, were kind of got their arms tangled up. They're going to call a double foul. Second on Warren, first on Lee. No, I can't remember the last time I've seen that. Subs coming in for Leake. Tate Edwards, Trey Clark, Matthew Nowell, Ben Jackson.
Very low
Prince
scoring
staying
game
on the
early.
floor. 5-4. Ball will stay with Hartfield at midcourt. Between the circles, King right side. Caleb Warren, who's checked in, to Wilson in the left corner. He'll drive baseline, kick it out right side behind the arc. Nothing there for Ball. He tries to throw it inside. Nowell deflects it. Now bodies go to the floor at the top of the key, looking for the basketball, and they'll say King traveled as he flipped from his stomach to his back, trying to find a teammate.
Great deflection by Nowell there to get the turnover.
Cam Boone's 6'3" sophomore checked in for Hartfield. Final 2 minutes plus of the quarter, just a 5-4 game. Clark hands it off to Prince. Double team closes him off, but there's Nowell on a drive, and he only knows one speed, and that's go.
That's it.
And
like the way he plays.
Nowell scores it at the rim. 6-5, Leake with their first lead. Ball deep wide left, guarded by Tate Edwards. Left side, Pepper Wilson going to drive in amongst a lot of defenders, and he'll get called for traveling.
Talk about now, he was also fun to watch on the football this past season.
Boy, what a season he had at wide receiver, defensive back, kicking the ball. Probably drove the bus and washed the uniforms too. He angles a dribble right side and is able to kind of lean in and get cheap foul there committed by Pepper Wilson. His first, team's third. Minute 35 to play, Leake leading by a point. Inbound to Trey Clark. Uses a Ben Jackson screen to come to the free throw line. Dishes to the corner, Prince. Fake the three, now drive baseline. Double teamed. Somebody's open. They get it to Edwards at the top. Now to Nowell for a reset. Bounce to the baseline, back to the basket. Ben Jackson from 12 feet out. Feeds Prince, uses a Jackson screen. Now they've got Trey Clark open on the right side, but he'll send it back to Prince. We go under 1 minute to play in the Carthage Vet Clinic first quarter. And nice patience. Get the cut to the basket right down the lane, right side, 2 for Prince.
That's what I love about Coach Morgan's style, just so disciplined.
Rebels 8, Hartfield 5. Deep wide right, Wiggy Ball on the dribble. Goes to Boone, guarded by Jackson at the head of the circle. Go strong.
Great move.
Weave through 2 defenders and get a shot right in front of the basket. Good job creating your shot there by Wiggy Ball.
It's a good hesitation right there.
Left side, Edwards to Jackson, around to Prince, back between the rings. King guarding him. He'll drive 1-on-1 and just ease it over the right side of the basket for 2.
Prince is just so good around the basket, man. It's very fun to watch.
10-7. Quick 3. Rattled in for Caleb Warden. And that will end the quarter. 10-10 the score. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the start of the second quarter as Leake Academy basketball continues.
Thank you.
Moore's Pharmacy is my go-to pharmacy. I can pick up all my meds, shop for any occasion, get my gifts wrapped, and feel like part of the family while I'm there. There's nothing like shopping at home, supporting the very people I work with, go to church with, and am friends with. Moore's Pharmacy is a true asset to our community. Shortest wait, quickest service, and great prices. Moore's Pharmacy, Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena.
Dr. Ryan Anderson and his crew at Central Mississippi Animal Clinic love getting to know you and your pets. In addition to your pet's health care, they offer boarding that will be your fur baby's home away from home. Become a member of the Central Mississippi Animal Clinic family today. Download the Central Mississippi Animal Clinic app or go to centralmississippianimalclinic.com. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic, Highway 35, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Got Billy Steen in the studio, John Alden Crosby on the action camera, Will Lawson-Harkins sitting to my left, and I'm Philip Palmertree. However you're enjoying us tonight, we appreciate it. Cruisin' 98, the Cruisin' 98 mobile app, or streaming at cruisin98news.com for audio, and we've also got video at the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. While you're there, click the subscribe box, and you'll get an alert every time Leake Academy goes on the air. The Rebels take possession, start the second quarter in a 10-10 game. Trey Clark leveled off at the free throw line, sends it to Edwards. His three a little bit too long, but offensive rebound, quick drive, shot missed by Nowell. One shot, two shots added off the offensive putback from Lucas Thomas, and he finally gets fouled.
Thomas is such a force in there, Phillip. He's just can't get quite enough to go, but hopefully they'll fall later.
Eli Anderson commits his first foul. Thomas has the first free throw rim out on him. Second quarter of Leake Academy basketball presented by Central Electric Power Association. 1 for 2 as the second free throw goes in for Lucas Thomas.
I think that's what Coach Morgan is thrilled about, is just having some big kids in there that can be a force around the basket.
Speaking of big kids, Major Chandler, freshman, seeing his first action right now. There's a drive. Pepper Wilson. Chandler into the hands of Nowell. He'll come up quickly into the front court. Now back it out. Keep the right-hand dribble. Go to Thomas around the three-point line to Edwards. Get it to Chandler. Left side. Clark catch and shoot three. A little bit too long, but kept alive by Thomas. Taken behind the arc by Wilson. He's driving on Edwards, but then coming from behind and sticking the hand in there to knock it away is Nowell. Hawks will keep the basketball as Lee checks in for Wilson.
That's also what makes Leake so is just getting up and down the court.
Rebels 11, Hawks 10. Inbound, deep wide right, Lee. He's going to drive, put one too strong off the backboard. Rebound, tipped around, kept alive at midcourt by Nowell. He controls it in the lane, now slips, keeps his footing, sends it out, and there's bodies diving everywhere. 4 different players on the floor. Timeout called by Coach Chris Goodman. I'm not sure anybody on his team had possession of the ball long enough to call a timeout. But clock play stops with 6:52, second quarter. 11-10 the score. We'll keep it here through the short timeout.
That's what I like about our team is once a loose ball is around on the court, I put money on our guys to come up with it. We got a lot of speed.
One thing Coach Morgan told me last week about his team, he said, some of these teams we've beaten early in the year beat us really badly last year. So he feels like, again, every year is a different year, but still you face a Capaya, a Bio Academy. Those are solid basketball schools, and Leake has stood toe-to-toe with them in the early going of this season and won some impressive ball games.
That's right, Phillip. They got a lot of guys back, and I think this is his best group that he's had so far.
Got to win against Pillow. Of course, they'll face Pillow again in Greenwood on Thursday. Hawks send it in, 6:44 on a ticking second quarter clock. Lee at the top, guarded by Freeney, who's back in the game, along with Warren. Harkins shot from the right side, 3 missed. Rebound, shortest man on the floor, Freeney ahead to Harkins on a long lead pass. And they'll call Hartfield for the foul. Warren Caleb Warden, that is, excuse me, committing the foul. Committed on the floor. Gage Warren to inbound it right of the bucket for LA. Into the left corner, Freeney bounces behind the three-point line to Prince, guarded by Boone. Uses a Jackson screen to get open for three. Comes off the right rim, high, left baseline, rebounded by Ball. He'll let the traffic pass and bring it up on the left-hand dribble. Leake leading by one in man-to-man defensive pressure. The outside Warden. The top, Ball bluffs from three, but Warden gets between him and the basket.
Ball does a good job of running the offense, controlling it, getting a good shot.
Running a lot of screens away from the basket, out behind the three-point line. And then Lee drives on Freeney, steps on the line. Leake basketball.
It's fun to watch, isn't it, Phillip?
It is. I'll say, though, doing what I do, the first 5 minutes of the first basketball game of the season I do is sheer terror in my brain because my brain has to catch up. Football just doesn't work at the same speed as the ball's knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Hartfield, and Warren will inbound it in front of the bench. Second quarter, presented by Central Electric Power Association. Rebels 11, Hartfield 10. Into Prince. There's a little crossover dribble. Nice movement left side. Harkins, nothing for him. Send it back out to Freeney. He gets some instruction from Morgan. Coach Morgan, that is. To the top to Ben Jackson. His back to the basket, guarded by Warden. And a beautiful cut and feed to Freeney for a right-hand lay-in.
We do such a good job, Phillip, of if it's not there, setting up and running another play.
13-10, Leake in front. Action with Ball to Warden. Anderson, who hands it back. Now Ball going hard to the rim, and he'll get rewarded for that aggressive play by getting to the free throw line. Foul on Leake's Jack trying to reach in. No, excuse me, it's on 21. Ben Jackson.
Ball did a really good job there of creating penetration and getting to the basket.
Ball gets his third point. He just, free throw just kind of died at the heel of the rim and then just kind of dropped in. That one a little too deep. Rebound controlled by Jack Harkins of LA. He'll put it in the hands of Freeney. Under 5 minutes. Leake ahead by 2. Out away from the basket, the Rebels moving around right to left. The top to Jackson. Dribbles once, left side on the wing to Harkins. Now to Prince. Gives it back in the corner to the junior Jack Harkins. Now Freeney with it. Tightly defended out away from the basket by Ball, and they'll reach around trying to get the ball knocked away from him, and then just stuck his knee into the hip of Freeney and commits the foul, his first.
Morgan's offense is just like, you know, catch you sleeping type of offense. You better know what's going on or you're going to get lost in it.
Harkins backs it out on the dribble, guarded by Ball. Then he dribbles in, looks for Prince the outside, but pass got away from Prince, but taken back at midcourt by Freeney. Now to Ben Jackson, Rebels passing it around, far out from the rim. Left side to Warren, around a Prince screen. Now into the paint.
Really good job right now.
He dragged his right foot.
Doing a really good job of putting pressure on the defensive side.
Rebels cling to a 2-point lead in a low-scoring first half. Hartfield will free up Ball for a three that rims out on him. Rebound at the free throw line by Harkins. Ben Jackson at the top of the key. Left side, Warren's got space for three. Passes it up. Goes to Prince, who eases around Boone, but they'll get Boone for the blocking foul.
Prince just does such a good job of just trying to get himself established under the basket.
Bennett, Nowell, and Clark come in for Harkins, Freeney, and Warren for LA with 3:33 to go second quarter. Inbound to Jackson, now to Trey Clark. Ball matches up on him. Left side, Tate Edwards looks inside, nothing there. Then Andrew Lee takes it away at midcourt, working 1-on-3. Rebels do a good job denying him, knock the ball over the end line, and the Hawks will reset it. Good shots have been hard to find in this first half.
Indeed, Phillip.
But they get one there, inbound, and then just a quick one-hand pass in the paint to Ball for two, and then an answer, junction three from Tate Edwards.
With their type defense, good there to get a little fast break, quick bucket there.
Rebel three-pointers presented by your friends at the Junction. Use their catering, put some Junction in your next function. Curling into the lane, runner too hard from Lee. Rebound in the hands of Nowell, and he'll try to take it all the way but get called for the travel. There's a little bit of bumping going on between him and Anderson, but
very physical game so far.
Lucas Thomas off the bench replaces Ben Jackson with 2:40 to go. Leake 16, Hartfield 13. Inbound comes to Pepper Wilson. He's guarded by Edwards. He comes quickly down the lane left side, gets a little daylight and scores off the window. Wilson's first points of the evening, 16-15, Leake up by one. Right side Clark, around a Prince screen. Now feeds it down to Samuel Prince, turns right then left, fires from 10 feet out, can't get it to go. Rebound offensively from Lucas Thomas, and they get it back out to Nowell.
I like that isolation right there with Prince. If they need to keep feeding that.
Then Thomas going to get charged for the offensive foul, I think using the elbow, forearm to clear out on the baseline. 2 minutes to play before halftime. We're not sponsored by any betting services, but you ought to take should have taken the under on this one.
That's right.
Here's a three off the heel of the rim, no good. Tipped out, controlled by Pepper Wilson, 4 feet behind the arc.
Very low scoring game.
Wilson, runner from the free throw line, good. Low percentage shot, but gets his second bucket nonetheless and puts Hartfield up by a point. Samuel Prince handling it between the rings. Feeds Thomas, top of the circle.
Great move.
Then a great feed and move down the left lane line. Two-hand put in for Prince. And then a turnover at the other end. 8 points for Samuel Prince. Leake takes over on the quick turnover. Warren to inbound it.
Morgan's offense too. He does a really good job of time management on the clock as well.
Nowell, right hand dribble, right side, puts it high off the glass, can't get it to go. Thomas amidst three different Hawks. Can't quite secure it, now he's going to get charged for a push.
You know, a lot of people think basketball is just a lot of conditioning and running. It's actually I was more bruised up in basketball games than I was in some football games. It's very physical.
Physical all the time, no padding. Hartfield with it, under 51 seconds to play in the quarter. Ball, nice feed to Anderson, kick out. Nothing there, but three left short by Ball. Off the putback off there by Warden won't go, and the Rebels clear the rebound. They can hold for one shot, leading it 18-17. Trey Clark on a left-hand dribble, gives it to Prince. He's going to come into the paint.
Pass.
Beautiful pass down to Jackson, comes
Great
underneath, reverses and scores. First bucket for Ben, and it's a three-point lead for Leake with 17 seconds to go. Deep wide left. Ball, Rebels extend the defense. And then they leave somebody uncovered. Lee went up right side, got fouled late, missed the shot.
A little confusion there. He got there a little bit late, Clark.
Clark charged with his first foul. Free throw straight down the chute for Andrew Lee, who has scored 6.
On a play like that, Phillip, you just want to make sure they don't get the shot off. Make them shoot 2.
Yep. Second shot good. 1 point game, 4 seconds, 3 seconds. Nowell with it. Feeds Warren from the left corner 3, and it scoots off the back of the rim. No good.
It's good look. Good look.
The Rebels score 10 in each quarter and lead it 20-19. As we go to the Wendy's halftime, we'll step aside and come back with a look at this first half. Talk about what the Rebels need to do to hold on to this lead as Leake Academy basketball continues.
Experience the South Group Cox Agency difference. We work with clients of established businesses, startups, young and established families, retirees, and high net worth individuals. South Group Cox has a statewide presence, local knowledge, and superior expertise. We are committed to be your hometown and long-term trusted advisor and have access to insurance and risk management solutions while at the same time offering you coverage options at an affordable rate. South Group Cox Agency open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., 207 West Main Street, Carthage.
Dr. Ryan Anderson and his crew at Central Mississippi Animal Clinic love getting to know you and your pet. In addition to your pet's health care, they offer boarding that will be your fur baby's home away from home. Become a member of the Central Mississippi Animal Clinic family today. Download the Central Mississippi Animal Clinic app or go to centralmississippianimalclinic.com. Central Mississippi Animal Clinic, Highway 35, Carthage.
Winter in central Mississippi may feel a bit different than other regions. It could feel like winter in the morning and summer by the afternoon. To keep your home comfortable, which may mean adjusting your thermostat by a few degrees, Central Electric recommends setting your thermostat at 68 degrees and changing your HVAC filters once a month. Make sure to seal your doors and windows if air is escaping or coming in. Central Electric, serving you since 1937. This institution is an equal opportunity provider and employer.
If you love sports, get in the game by getting In Sports. In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia, puts you in the game with personalized jerseys and fan wear to support your favorite team. In Sports has the cheer uniforms you're looking for, as well as plaques and trophies. Looking for sports equipment? In Sports has that too. In Sports also believes in giving the best possible customer service with in-town deliveries. Be the fan you've always wanted to be with In Sports, just off the square in Philadelphia.
My knee rehab was 100% successful thanks to Performance Therapy. They sat down with me and created a plan to ensure I would achieve my personal rehabilitation goals, and they encouraged me to get the most out of every session. Performance Therapy provided plenty of material for me sessions too. Hopefully I don't have to see them in the future, but if I did, I would definitely choose Performance Therapy again.
For more information, go to performancetherapyms.com. Performance Therapy, Carthage, Philadelphia, and Forest.
When dealing with something as complex as taxes and payroll can be, you can turn to Weaver Tax and Accounting to make things easier. Their professional staff works diligently to make sure your business and personal returns are complete and finished in a timely manner. Weaver Tax and Accounting will also execute your bookkeeping and payroll, bringing you the best in tax services since 1979. Weaver Tax and Accounting, 20 South Street, Sebastopol, and 109 Chadwick Avenue in Walnut Grove.
Hey, if you're tired of being cooped up, well, let me suggest that you head down to Ozark Ag on Highway 16 in Carthage. After all, they rule the roost when it comes to being the #1 Big Dutchman dealer in the state. Plus, they carry all the brand names you've come to count on when it comes to your poultry products. Ozark Ag is also proud to be the sole distributor of Casco product line disinfectants. And they have exceptional poultry house service, maintenance, and supplies just waiting for you. So do yourself a favor. Stop feeling all cooped up and get down to Ozark Ag on Highway 16 in Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
Wendy's halftime at the Joe F. Shepard Gym on the campus of Leake Academy. 20-19 game. The Leake Academy boys lead 6A opponent Hartfield. What's been a defensive ball game, as you can tell by the score. Quick look at offensive scoring in the first half. 4 players put in all the points for the Hawks. They got 7 from Andrew Lee, 5 from Wiggy Ball, 4 for Wilson, and 3 for Caleb Warden in the first half. Leak scoring is really widely distributed after you get past Samuel Prince. Prince had 8 of the 20 points, all on 2-point shots. But then from there, it's a junction 3 from Tate Edwards, a 2 from Matthew Nowell, 2 from the field also by Ben Jackson and Luke Freeney and Gage Warren. And then Lucas Thomas went 1 for 2 at the line for 1 point. Major Chandler and Trey Clark also played in the first half, but didn't get into the scoring column. And it has been a physical game in this first half, and good shots have been hard to find.
Indeed, Philip. Both teams have really done a good job defensively. I think what Leake needs to do is make some of those threes to get that pressure off on the defensive side of the ball.
All right, real quick, this is maybe my best chance to ask you. Give me a little quick breakdown on number 11, junior Jack Harkins.
Yeah,
tell me about little brother. What's his game look like through your eyeballs?
He needs to play a little bit harder, in my opinion. No, I'm kidding, man. He's a scrapper, man. He's a very humble kid and very, very proud of the young man he's becoming, and look forward to having another year and a half with him away.
Well, shooting percentage is not going to impress anybody, but it's there's been a lot of physical play underneath. Nobody in terrible foul trouble for Leake other than Lucas Thomas, who's carrying 3. Gage Warren has 2 fouls. Nobody for Hartfield has more than 1 as we get to the end of the half. We'll take one more quick break and wrap up Wendy's halftime, get you started on the third quarter. Well, no, they're going to say, hey, get ready. We'll go ahead. We'll sneak that other break in somewhere else.
There's no time for breaks.
Hey, if you're just understand, if you're an advertiser or thinking about being an advertiser for Leake Academy basketball, we do pay attention to this. So we want to give you your money's worth, and we appreciate our great sponsors and encourage all of you who watch and listen to remember who sponsors this when you're making decisions about care for your pets, about insurance and investments, right?
That's right.
That's right. And about a lot of different goods and services for agricultural needs, hunting, supplies, all those kind of good things you need. And remember who brings you Leake Academy basketball. I'm grateful for them because I wouldn't get paid without them.
That's right, Philip. Everybody needs insurance, I'll tell you that.
That's the truth. Third quarter presented by In Sports Philadelphia. Rebels will start the half with Ben Jackson, Jack Harkins, Jake Freeney, Samuel Prince, and Gage Warren. LA in white, Navy numerals, Rebels across the front in block letters. Navy in cardinal red piping. The Hawks in garnet uniforms, white trim and stripes, and just a little bit of gold all around. Those Florida State colors. It'll be Hawks basketball, trailing by 1. Wiggy ball guarded out front by Warren. Bounce pass right side to King. He goes baseline, leveled off by Samuel Prince to the top. Ball with a nice bounce pass. Finds Eli Anderson cutting to the basket for his first bucket.
Looking forward to seeing both adjustments from both teams starting out.
Prince fires to Harkins' right side, sets a little screen for him. Now he backs away from the arc, gives it to Ben Jackson near the midcourt line. Now left wing, Freeney hands it off to Prince. Prince will turn his back to the basket, keep that right pivot foot. Guarded by King, shovel it to Warren, who probes, now steps back. Freeney backs it out to the right corner. To Ben Jackson. Holds the ball out away from his right hip. Gives it to Prince, open 3. Down it goes, junction 3. First of the night for Samuel Prince, and Leake's back in front by 2.
That's how you get open, is just moving without the ball. How fast can you move and get open without the ball?
Strong move to the hoop. Wilson gets Jackson in the air and gets him to commit the foul. That's 2 on Ben Jackson. It'll be free throws. First of the night for Pepper Wilson, who has 4 points. Hartfield, of course, probably still basking in the glow of their first ever state football championship that they won very impressively, ran the table in that tough 6A
I knew when Leake scrimmaged them before the season actually started that they had a good shot of going undefeated.
Second free throw missed. 1 out of 2 there for Pepper Wilson. 23-22. Leake with a rebound. They brought Edwards and Nowell into the game. Deep wide right is Harkins. Curls around the top, Prince. Left wing Edwards around the screen. Out of Jackson. Good spacing, good ball movement. And leaning in from 10 feet out, but missing it with the right hand is Nowell. Rebound on the offside by Ball.
Great shot fake by Nowell there, just couldn't get it to go.
Little jump step, kick out, left side. Shot from 3-point range missed.
Good box out.
Eli Anderson came over the back of Prince trying to control the rebound. Second personal on Anderson, team's first of the half. 2 minutes deep, Rebels 23, Hartfield 22. Nowell pointing teammates this direction and that. Now dribbles twice, gives it to Harkins near the midcourt line. He shovels from the LA logo to Prince, 5 feet behind the arc. Rebels patiently working the ball out away from the basket. Pepper Wilson sticks his right hand out, knocks it away from Nowell, out of bounds on the side opposite us. Tate Edwards sends it in with 5.5 minutes to go in the third. Now with Ben Jackson, out to Harkins.
Coach Morgan will get that defense tireless with a lot of ball movement and moving around.
Nowell dribbles. Deep, wide, left, comes to the right elbow, goes out for 3.
Shot.
Yes, it's good. Samuel Prince puts 2 fingers in the air. Junction 3 for Samuel. 14 for him now, 26-22. Open look, will there be an answer left side? There will be an answer. Wide open was Andrew Lee. He has 10. Timeout by Coach Jason Morgan with 4:50 to go. Leake 26, the visitors 22. We'll be back in 30.
Roll into Junction Deli, where nourishment meets journey. On the menu, delectable breakfast, lunch, and supper. Whether you're in Philadelphia, Newton, Union, Carthage, Oxford, or Scuba, we're the local pit stop that blends the allure of delicious food with the convenience of a fuel station. Remember, when your stomach grumbles or your tank hovers on empty, we're just around the corner. Download the Junction app for ordering convenience and look for the new car wash in Louisville next to Walmart.
Boswell Media Sports.
Let's correct that score, 26-25. Leake leading by 1. It'll be Rebel basketball as we come out of the 30-second timeout. 1-point game at halftime, and it's a 1-point game right now.
You could tell on that last Hartfield's players just shoulders dropping a little bit, getting tired on the ball movement and moving around. That's when a shot will come open. You need to take advantage of it.
Rebels have to deal with some full court trapping pressure. Then Jackson throws it away in the middle of the court. Taken by Ball into the corner. Anderson sends it over to King. He can't get it to go from point blank range. Bodies crashing to the floor. Ball loose. And let's see, now they're going to call a foul. Push on Andrew Lee.
Great hustle by Jackson and Prince there to save that ball and get the turnover.
2 fouls on Hartfield's Andrew Lee, and Rebels will this time send a long pass up ahead to Harkins. Rebels have 3-on-1, but the ball's mishandled underneath by Prince. He's able to shovel it out to Edwards, and the Rebels able to rescue the possession. To Nowell, comes free throw line, stops, drags his feet, didn't have anywhere to go.
Thought we were going to get an easy bucket right there.
We just forced it right there.
That's right.
Didn't have to. Here come the Hawks, trailing by just a point. They have possession in the offensive half court. There's a move, right lane line, could have been a walk on Wilson. And they get it down in the post. King with a move, shoots it over Prince and Jackson, but can't get it to go. Jackson clears the board for Leake. Here's Nowell going up amidst 3 defenders, misses, gets his own rebound, sends it out to Edwards, and the junction 3 is good. Pair of those for Tate Edwards, and time is called 29-25, 3:43 to go. 30-second timeout, and
much needed three-pointer right there.
Both teams look like they've turned the intensity up here a little bit, Will, in the last, I'd say, 2 minutes of play.
You can tell players breathing a little bit harder during this point in time of the game. That's where the intensity is the highest, is usually the third quarter.
Yeah, but I think, both teams start to say, okay, there's only about 11 minutes and change left to play in this.
We better turn it on.
This ball game's sitting out there for either team to grab.
I don't know, but I'm betting this game's going to go right down to the wire.
Hawks will play it in full length of the court. The Rebels playing some 1-3-1, and it's tipped away, nearly intercepted. Good quick hands by Ben Jackson. Then a cut to the baseline, pass anticipated, intercepted by Prince, ahead to Nowell. Kicks out, catch and release 3, short by Harkins, but rebounded under the basket by Prince, and he's able to turn around and put it in from point blank range. 31-25, biggest lead of the night for the Rebels. They'll trap, but good anticipation of it by Hartfield, and they'll run their motion offense now. A top, quick 3, Wilson off the catch, miss left side, rebound off the offside by Prince.
Need to press on the gas here.
Tate Edwards left side, out to Jackson, now into the hands of the guard, Matthew Nowell. He'll angle a dribble, right side, hand it off to Harkins, who has used up his dribble, finds Nowell on the side. Rebels working half court. Offensive foul called against Nowell. They'll say he lowered the shoulder on Keene.
Right before that play, I thought I was going to call that little reach in, just didn't get it.
First foul on Matthew Nowell, team's second. 2:38 to play in the third quarter. Leake leads 31-25. Driving his ball, gets the double team to draw to him, but can't find his teammate on the opposite side. It goes back to the Rebels.
Leake does a good job of keeping their hands up.
Dangerous pass to midcourt off the shin of Jack Harkins, taken by Wiggy Ball. Now Wilson into the lane. He's got a lane to run in and reach it up, trying to block it, committing the foul as Nowell. 2 on Matthew.
Technical
and
foul.
We got a technical foul. There was something going on there between Wilson and Nowell.
Saw a little
late shove.
Wilson there. Getting a little physical, a little heated.
Looks like Wilson's going to pick up the technical. So first, Wilson. They call just one technical or 2?
Well, looks like Wilson.
Yeah.
Wilson's
going to shoot. That's what I was wondering. Here's Wilson's first shot is good.
That's one thing these referees have done a pretty good job on is
he makes them both. It's 31-27. Coach Jason Morgan giving a lot of his opinion to one of the officials. Now we'll come down the other end and technical shots here for Samuel Prince. He has not been to the free throw line tonight.
They'll call those technicals pretty quick.
He leaves the first one short. 16 for the sophomore. 18-point average. Misses the second one and really wags his head in frustration. 31-27, 2:16 to go, Leake basketball.
Still early in the year, legs a little not quite as conditioned. He'll get there.
Prince
just takes
over the top of the double team to Freeney. Free throw line, Jackson finds Edwards open. His three-point shot a little short, and Trey Clark, who's coming to the ball game, commits the foul coming over the back of Ball. Second foul on Trey Clark, team's fourth.
It's been a good game to call so far. A lot of action going on.
Minute 58 to play. Rebels lead by 4, but here come the Hawks. They could cut the lead in half or even make it 1. Deep wide left, ball on the dribble, guarded by Clark. High ball screen. Now goes to the baseline. Gordon cut off.
Great job by Edwards cutting that baseline off right there.
Open look, top deep three, in and out. An offensive board and stick back with the right hand for Caleb Borden, who has 5.
Great job by Gordon there.
31-29 in the low post. Prince can't get the shot to go. Rebound wrestled away from him by Cam Boone. Chance to tie or take the lead here. Here's a 3 for the lead. Well short, missed by Warden, gets his own rebound and goes underneath. Foul committed on the floor by Leake. We'll say Samuel Prince reached in. That's Gage Warren comes in for Tate Edwards, who gave us some good minutes there in the third quarter. Minute 13 to play, Leake ahead by 2. Bonus time, free throw time here for Warden.
Right. Just goes back to hitting a couple more of those threes. We need them.
Makes the first free throw. Minute 13, 31-30. Can Warden tie it? No, he misses that one. And good position there by Jackson, and they'll get, and Cam Boone picks up a cheap foul coming over the back.
Just goes back to how disciplined Coach Morgan has coached these boys up of the right way of boxing out.
31-30, a minute 6, clock ticking the InSports third quarter. Clark inside the arc to Jackson, sends it back to him. 55 seconds as Freeney dribbles out near midcourt.
Take the last shot here.
Clark with his pass to the top, stolen by Wilson. He'll get an easy right-hand lay-in as a result from good anticipation and stepping into the passing lane. 32-31 Hartfield.
Gotta be very careful with those passes, as Hartfield's pretty long and lanky.
Under 20 seconds into Prince, and then Wiggy Ball trying to take the rock away from Prince, and he commits a foul. That's going to send Prince to the line, where he's 0 for 2 tonight.
Big free throws here in the third quarter.
A little college basketball update. Georgia Tech men upset Mississippi State, ranked number 21 in the country, 67-59. Hand the Bulldogs their first loss of the season. Prince misses first free throw.
I believe the Hubbard kids had a good year from MRA.
He really has. He's shown he belongs. And Prince misses both free throws. 32-31, 12 seconds to Hartfield. Ball working on Clark between the rings. He's going to try to drive, come underneath, dish it off, mishandled by Anderson, but he'll retrieve it behind the line. There will be no final shot of the quarter. And Hartfield leads it 32-31 as we go to the fourth. Back in 60 as Leake Academy basketball continues.
Baptist League Rural Health Clinics have a variety of healthcare options with primary care, pediatrics, and women's health. Providing care at 3 locations in Carthage, Walnut Grove, and Madden. Call 601-267-1470 today to schedule your appointment. Extended hours and available at our primary care clinic located in Carthage. Baptist League, making your health care our #1 priority.
Experience the South Group Cox Agency difference. We work with clients of established businesses, startups, young and established families, retirees, and high net worth individuals. South Group Cox has a statewide presence, local knowledge, and superior expertise. We are committed to be your hometown and long-term trusted advisor and have access to insurance and risk management solutions while at the same time offering you coverage options at an affordable rate. South Group Cox Agency open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., 207 West Main Street, Carthage.
Boswell Media Sports.
We got a 1-point game at 8 minutes to play. Hartfield 32, Leake 31, as the Hawks outscore the Rebels 13-11 in that third quarter.
Been a very quick game so far.
Yeah. Leake has the basketball on the floor. Harkins, Nowell, Prince, Jackson, and Warren. King, Boone, Lee, Wilson, and Warden on the floor for
when it gets good.
Hartfield Hawks. Leake will run their motion back away from the basket, spread the floor, and pass out of the reach of Harkins, and the Rebels throw it away on the sideline. The Hawks have the ball, have the 1-point lead. Wilson dribbles over the left hand, now stops and backs it out between the circles. Keeps his dribble, goes to Boone left side. He bluffs the three, drives in, kicks to the top. Wilson open for three off the left side of the rim. Good box out from Warren, Warren, and they'll get Warden for coming over his back. 2 on Caleb Warden. Lucas Thomas still the only player in the ball game on either team carrying more than 2 fouls.
We're in good shape on that.
Rebels trying to grab the lead back. Harkins holds the ball over his head on the right side. Ball moves around left side, inside the arc to Jackson. He reverses, quick pass from Harkins over to Warren, who drives. Baseline, can't get it to go, but there's Prince to tip it back in.
Great extra pass right there. Great job by Big Game, as I call him, to finish that basket.
1 minute deep, 33-32, Rebels in front. There's Warden on the drive, loses the ball, tips it to Boone. Now Boone's dealing with a double team. He's having trouble with it, but he controls the ball and finds Andrew Lee to settle things down. Out to King, left side. Curling up toward the top is Pepper Wilson, guarded by Nowell. They go kind of a 1-4 there, put things into motion. Bounce it on the right baseline to Boone, guarded by Jackson. Long 2, straight down the shooting, good. First points for Boone.
Tough shot. Little fade away right there.
LA trails 34-33. Prince to Jackson, gets it back, stops, free throw line extended right side. Rebels moving it around crisply. Around the perimeter to midcourt to Prince, left side Nowell. The free throw line to Jackson now. Harkins left open for three, junction three. And a great time for Jack Harkins' offensive game to wake up and make it 36-34. Then on the inbound play, Harkins gets called for a hold. It's his first.
A big shot by Harkins there to put us up too.
He had a man in his face as well. We'll take the timeout with him. Rebels up 36-34, 5:44 to play.
At Wendy's, you don't need a psychic to tell you your hamburger's gonna taste great.
Excuse me?
Because every square hamburger is a sign you're getting the best.
Did someone say sign?
4 corners of hot and juicy fresh beefness, it's destiny. Every time.
Hold on. I'm getting fresh beef.
When you want the best hamburger, square's the beef. Choose wisely.
Choose Wendy's, Dave Single. I am a psychic, after all.
Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
Roll into Junction Deli, where nourishment meets journey. On the menu, delectable breakfast, lunch, and supper. Whether you're in Philadelphia, Newton, Union, Carthage, Louisville, Oxford, or Scuba, we're the local pit stop that blends the allure of delicious food with the convenience of a fuel station. Remember, when your stomach grumbles or your tank covers on empty, we're just around the corner. Download the Junction app for ordering convenience and look for the new car wash in Louisville next to Walmart.
Boswell Media Sports.
Got a 2-point ball game. Leake 36, Hartfield 34. Varsity boys game. The girls won earlier 60-30 over Hartfield. Hawks play it inbounds, down by 2 points. Pepper
Big
Wilson.
stop here.
Kick out, quick three, left side, off the glass, no good. Good box
Great
out
box
from Jackson. Leaves space for Matthew Nowell to pick it up with his right hand and bring it into the front court. Goes to Harkins on the right sideline, holds the ball over his head, now dribbles once, reverses left side to Warren, left side to Nowell.
Get a good shot here.
There's one that run that action right inside the arc and now back out. Draw the double team. Here's a Prince three that comes way off the rim. Nicely rebounded by Jackson, who feeds Prince, cutting to the basket. Right hand lay in for two.
Just great player play right there with Jackson with the rebound and noticing a big game on the cut.
Rebels trying to get the steal on the inbound. Ben Jackson commits the foul, just got a little too aggressive. Picks up his third. 4:51 to go. Rebels 38, Hawks 34.
Leake has played really well defensively tonight.
So, man up here in the half court. Ball goes right side to King, guarded by Lucas Thomas. Stepping inside the line, going strong to the rim. Shot too strong from Ball. Rebound offside, Samuel Prince for Leake. Nowell walks it up. The free throw line, Prince. Passes out for Harkins, right side three, a little too deep. Offensive board, right-hander won't go for Prince. Thomas keeps it alive, tipped around, and then King swings his elbows around.
Big elbow there.
Into Prince. Feed inside, mishandled by Lee, and he can't save it in. Ball taken out high by Prince. It looks like he's hurting a little bit from that elbow. Got it, free throw line. Foul committed.
Looks like he is not feeling too well right now, Phillip.
Caleb Warden with his third personal, team second. 3:50 to play. Leake plays it in, baseline right at the basket, leading by 4. Off a screen, Thomas comes Nowell. He bluffs the dribble drive, backs it out. Warden left side to Prince. Double team comes to Samuel. He'll dribble once, hand it to Harkins, left corner. Now, difficult pass. Thomas met by two Hawks, but I think the officials got the call right. I think Thomas touched it last as it went into the Rebel bench, and it'll belong to Hartfield with 3.5 minutes to go.
A lot of serious faces out there right now. It's getting crunch time with 3 minutes. 3 minutes and 27 seconds left to play.
Hawks work it around outside the three-point line. Try to dump it in to the lane. Matthew Nowell's going to pick up a foul. They wanted King down in the painted area. It's Nowell's third, team's third.
Leake has been getting the stops at the right time. Hopefully we can continue to do that as these 3 minutes wind on down.
King driving, crashes into the lane. Jack Harkins taking the charge in the paint. King second, and that's a big defensive play.
Good to see a little emotion from the little brother right there. It's a big charge.
Thomas comes out. Replaced by 38-34, 3:11 to go.
Got to be honest with you, Phillip. I did not take any charges in my career.
That saves me from having to look it up in the record book.
That's right. That's right. He's a little bit better than me.
Timeout by Leake. 3:11 to play. Leake 38, Hartfield 34. We'll be back in 30.
Roll into Junction Deli, where nourishment meets journey. On the menu, delectable breakfast, lunch, and supper. Whether you're in Philadelphia, Newton, Union, Carthage, Louisville, Oxford, or Scuba, we're the local pit stop that blends the allure of delicious food with the convenience of a fuel station. Remember, when your stomach grumbles or your tank covers on empty, we're just around the corner. Download the Junction app for ordering convenience and look for the new car wash in Louisville next to Walmart.
Boswell Media Sports.
Philip Palmertree and Will Lawson-Harkins going to guide you through the last 3:11 of this game at the Joe F. Shepherd Gym. Thanks for listening tonight on Cruising 98. For watching on the Boswell Media Sports YouTube channel. We'll be on the air from Pearl next Tuesday. You want to follow the? Yeah, go ahead.
It's been a pleasure of calling with you tonight. I appreciate the opportunity.
Yeah, that's been fun. All right, Leake breaking through some full court pressure into the front court. They've got numbers. Pass from Prince down to Harkins. He hesitates, can't get it to go. Gets the rebound himself, goes up strong, and going to draw the foul from Lee.
Great second chance effort there, and hopefully not 2 down at the line.
Jack Harkins at the free throw line first time tonight to shoot 2. First one off the front of the rim. Trey Clark ready to check in, I think, for Harkins. Exactly 3 minutes to go. Harkins trying to stretch a 4-point lead out to 5. And he does. Big fourth quarter points from junior Jack Harkins. It's 39-34. The Rebels have led by as many as 6. I think it was 25-19. Right side, here's a drive from Warden amidst 3 Rebels, and quick whistle.
50-50 foul there. Could have gone either way.
4th foul on Ben Jackson. Team's 4th. So we're about to see free throw shooting from here. In fact, it'll start right now because Warden was in the act of shooting. He's got 6 points, make it 7. So he's true on the first free throw.
Warden's a very scrappy player. He's kind of every ball, all over the ball so far in tonight's game.
Second one good as the first. 39-36, 2:47 to go. Hartfield's going to pressure Leake. Warden checks out of the game, gets a rest, replaced by 21, Eli Anderson. Ball taken by Wiggy Ball, and he'll get an easy drive and right-hand lay-in and cut the lead to 1. 39-38. In the front court, the Rebels have 3-on-1 here. Clark fakes, goes up, and scores it off the window.
Great job of responding right there by the Rebels.
41-38. The Rebels break the press and get 3-on-1 right in front of the basket. Ball tipped away by Warren into the hands of Jackson. Matthew Nowell now walks it up. 2:08, clock ticking away in the fourth quarter, presented by Central Mississippi Animal Clinic.
Read Nowell's lips right there. He said, let's focus on getting a good shot. I like it.
Jackson behind the arc. Back deep wide right to Nowell. Rebels loop a little dangerous pass there to draw the double team. And Jackson wanted to get a cutting Trey Clark right side on the baseline, but it's kicked out of bounds. The Rebels will keep it with 1:46 to go. Inbounds on the right sideline to Warren. Shovels to Prince. Ball's poked away from Prince, taken by Andrew Lee. Here come the Hartfield Hawks. Nice look from Ball to Anderson to score from the left side. Make it 41-40. Leake in trouble, and Matthew Nowell called for a travel. Oh, no, timeout called. Yeah, Coach Morgan gets the timeout before the travel was called. We'll be back in 60. Leake clinging to a 1-point lead.
What can you expect from Moore's Pharmacy when you choose them? How about all of this? Free medicine flavoring. No more yucky medicines. Ew! Or the shortest wait times ever. Moore's Prices and 2 lanes to serve you better in their drive-thru area. Moore's Pharmacy features prescription transfers that are fast and easy and can fill all your scripts at the same time with their MedSync program. Nobody likes to be on hold, especially when you're already not feeling well, which is why at Moore's Pharmacy, they always speak to you directly without those recorded answering services. Family owned and operated. Moore's Pharmacy says thank you for supporting their local business and wishes you and yours a very Merry Christmas. Moore's Pharmacy in Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena.
Boswell Media Sports.
Just 85 seconds left. Leake 41, Hartfield 40.
Been a pretty much one lead deficit either way most of the night.
It's been practically been a one-possession game all night. We were at 1 point, Leake in front at the half, and here we are. Leake basketball, got to play it up 3/4 of the way. Inbound from Prince to Nowell. He'll get trapped, back away from midcourt, but get it to Warren. Now Warren has the ball stolen by Ball, and Warren falls down, gives Ball some space to move, and he bounces it down for a two-hand put in by Anderson, and Hartfield's in front with 1:07 to play. 42-41. Clark driving, scores, but they wave it off on a travel. Protest from the folks in red and blue. 42-41, minutes to play.
Call.
Coach Chris Goodman wants a timeout. We'll keep it right here. 59 seconds left. Hartfield in front, 42-41, and they got it done with defense.
Great job by Hartfield coming out of the timeout and responding. They're a well-coached team, just like the Rebels, and it's been fun so far.
Yeah, this has been a really entertaining boys basketball game. Rebels hit the road to Greenwood Thursday, and Rebel fans can watch that on the Pillow Academy live stream. Boswell Media Sports will bring you the Thursday road game in Pearl the Tuesday road game next week in Pearl against Park Place Christian. The start of district play.
Hadn't been down yet to Greenwood to see their new gym. I heard it's the real deal.
Oh, it's great. We had the state tournament there last year, and it's a nice facility, and the folks at Pilla just know how to host people, and it's always just a trouble-free kind of thing for people who do what we do. We appreciate other schools who make it easy for people to work. Lucas Thomas has checked in the game for Leake. They'll put some 1-2-2 pressure in. 50 seconds to go as Hartfield gets it into the front court. King with it, guarded by Nowell. He'll reach in and commit the foul and send King to the line. 4 fouls on Nowell. King is 0 for 2. Missed 2 in the first quarter, which seems like quite a while ago. 43 seconds to go. King with a feet spaced widely, puts it up, bounces once, twice, and comes off.
Guess you can say now, smart foul by Nowell there.
Ben Jackson in to replace Thomas. The Rebels are going to look for the offensive lineup here. Hartfield doesn't have anybody on the lane line. They've got 4 players back at the defensive end. Second free throw, missed that left side. Empty trip.
Plenty of time.
Under 40 seconds. Rebels down 42-41. Right side, Harkins uses up the dribble. Goes to Ben Jackson on the sideline, gets it back to Tate Edwards. His pass poked away by Wilson and almost sent off the leg of crashing into that wall far sideline is Pepper Wilson. He's still on his back. Coach Chris Goodman
seems to be okay.
Went halfway across, but Wilson's up on his feet. It looks like he'll stay in the game with 23 seconds to go. League down by 1. They've got possession of the ball. Harkins to trigger it in. Sends it into Nowell. Net guarded by Wilson. Right side on the side to Harkins, guarded by Anderson. To Prince at the top. Double team comes toward him. Sends it to Nowell. Drives left baseline. Goes up strong. Gets contact from Wilson, and there'll be free throws with 10 seconds to play.
And that's why you shoot free throws in practice. For this moment right here.
And at the end of practice when your legs are tired.
That's right.
Nowell has not been to the stripe tonight. He has 2 points. First one a little bit long. He'll have to make this second one to tie it.
Big shot here.
Now bends the knees, lets it go halfway down and out. 0 for 2 trip, rebound ball.
Foul fast.
Sends it ahead out to Anderson. And timeout Hartfield with 3.8 seconds to play. You'll see the Rebels commit a foul. Send Hartfield to the line. Tate Edwards commits his first. Send Eli Anderson to the free throw line with just 3.8 seconds to go.
Thought the second one was going to fall. It was just in and out.
Eli Anderson gave Hartfield the lead as he sinks the first free throw, extend it to 43-41. Rebels call time. Hartfield took the lead with 1:07 to play. Eli Anderson scored from the left side and gave them the lead, and now he's got a chance to extend the lead to 3, and then the best the Rebels could hope for would be a 3 to send it to overtime.
Yeah, that last minute, Hartfield really stepped up the pressure defensively and caused Leake a bunch of problems late in this game. Still a little time left. We'll see what happens.
Coach Morgan's giving his instructions to the Rebels. Jackson, Nowell, Bennett, Prince, and Harkins. We'll send Harkins and Edwards down to the opposite corners of the offensive end. Have Prince by himself in the left lane line, Jackson and Nowell on the right side.
Up and down the court pretty quickly. Hopefully he can get it to one of the wings and we can get a shot off.
For sure the fastest player on the floor. First, the ball will be in the hands of Eli Anderson at the free throw line. He's got his right foot on the nail. Second free throw up, and it's good. Makes it 44-41, and a timeout with 3.8 seconds. We'll hold you right here. Don't want you to miss the final 3.8 seconds as Leake trails by 3. They've got to come up all the way.
That's right. Needed 3 to win it anyway, so might as well get a basket here and let's go to overtime.
If we're done in 3.8 seconds of gameplay, we'll go to the Ozark Ag postgame. What we're hoping for is that we've got a little bit of extended time, maybe an extra 4 minutes. Leake's going to have to get it up the floor quickly, get the look for 3, and they've got under 4 seconds to do it.
Hopefully Prince can get the ball around half court and see what happens.
3 Rebels at the midcourt line. Nowell deep, Prince to inbound it. Gets it to Nowell. And a quick foul with 2 seconds left to go. Good strategy there.
Smart foul there
by the Hawks. They'll foul Nowell and send him to the line.
Kind of expected that. Let's make this first one and then let's get a tip in. A lot of fans on the edge of their seats.
Nowell up, first free throw. In, halfway down and out. Major Chandler and Ben Jackson come in for Harkins and Edwards. So the good options get a little slimmer now off that first miss.
Needed that one to go down.
Second free throw is good. Got to get a steal on the inbound. They get it to Ball, who's fouled quickly by Nowell. Clock stops with 1.2 to play. That should be the 5th foul on Matthew Nowell. That's the buzzer you hear. Jake Freeney gets up off the bench, and he'll take Nowell's place with 1.2 seconds. Hartfield 44, Leake 42. Wiggy Ball 1 out of 2 at the line, now 2 out of 3 as he makes the first one. 8 points for the junior. Hartfield, nobody on the lane line. Ball good on the second free throw. It's a 4-point game, and Rebels will inbound it, get the shot from Freeney from behind midcourt off the backboard, and that's a final. Hartfield defeats Leake in the boys game 46-42. We'll step aside and come back with the Ozark Ag postgame as Leake Academy basketball continues.
Dr. Brooke Bobo and his staff at Carthage Veterinary Clinic wish you and your animals the very best. They treat all animals, large or small, with the care you would want for a member of your family. Carthage Veterinary Clinic provide for your sick or injured animals and also offer grooming and boarding as well. Located on Highway 16, Carthage Veterinary Clinic is open Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 7:30 until 5:30, and Wednesday and Saturday from 7:30 till noon.
What can you expect from Moore's Pharmacy when you choose them? How about all of this? Free medicine flavoring. No more yucky medicines. Ew! Or the shortest wait times ever. Moore's Pharmacy definitely has the best prices and 2 lanes to serve you better in their drive-thru area. Moore's Pharmacy features prescription transfers that are fast and easy and can fill all your scripts at the same time with their MedSync program. Nobody likes to be on hold, especially when you're already not feeling well, which is why at Moore's Pharmacy, they always speak to you directly without those recorded answering services. Family owned and operated. Moore's Pharmacy says thank you for supporting their local business and wishes you and yours a very Merry Christmas. Moore's Pharmacy in Carthage, Walnut Grove, Sebastopol, and Lena.
Roll into Junction Deli, where nourishment meets journey. On the menu, delectable breakfast, lunch, and supper. Whether you're in Philadelphia, Newton, Union, Carthage, Louisville, Oxford, or Scuba, we're the local pit stop that blends the allure of delicious food with the convenience of a fuel station. Remember, stomach grumbles or your tank covers on empty? We're just around the corner. Download the Junction app for ordering convenience and look for the new car wash in Louisville next to Walmart.
Baptist League Rural Health Clinics have a variety of healthcare options with primary care, pediatrics, and women's health. Providing care at 3 locations in Carthage, Walnut Grove, and Madden. Call 601-267-1470 today to schedule your appointment. Extended hours and Saturdays are available at our primary care clinic located in Carthage. Baptist League, making your health care our #1 priority.
At Wendy's, you don't need a psychic to tell you your hamburger's gonna taste great.
Excuse me?
Because every square hamburger is a sign you're getting the best.
Did someone say sign?
4 corners of hot and juicy fresh beef that make deliciousness its destiny every time.
Hold on. I'm getting fresh beef.
When you want the best hamburger, square's the beef. Choose wisely.
Choose Wendy's, Dave Single. I am a psychic, after all.
Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S., Alaska, and Canada.
Boswell Media Sports.
Ozark Ag postgame from the Brackenwood Gym. Leake Academy's girls defeat Hartfield 60-30 in the first game, and then a tight one in the second. Hartfield comes out with a 4-point win, 46-42. Coach Jason Morgan's squad now 6-3 on the year, with a game against Pillow coming up in Greenwood on Thursday. Hartfield improves to 6-2. And that was mostly a one-possession game or so throughout the evening. 1-point lead for Leake at the half. Hartfield led at 32-31 after 3. And it was anybody's ball game at that point, but Hartfield took the lead for good with 1:07 to play. Basket from Eli Anderson, and he was able to ice it with a couple of free throws at the end, and then Wiggy Ball added 2 more to secure the win for the Hawks in a really physical, low-scoring ball game. Your thoughts on it, Will Lawson-Harkins?
Yeah, I thought Hartfield last couple of minutes just picked up the intensity defensively, and just comes down to free throws, Philip, I believe, right there at the end. We got a few opportunities, and hopefully we'll later down the road, in tournament play, we can make those shots and come out on the victory. I thought we played better tonight, seemed like, and hopefully we'll get them down the road.
Here's a stat in the second half that's going to make you cringe if you're a Rebel fan. Second half, Leake shoots 2 out of 10 at the free throw line.
as a team.
That's the difference.
And there you go. Lose a 4-point ball game. So, yeah, those are those little things that get you. And poor free throw shooting the second half certainly hurt the Rebels' hopes for victory tonight. But both boys and girls will be at Pillow on Thursday night. Watch the Pillow live stream for that. We'll bring you Tuesday's first district game down in Pearl against Park Place Christian 1 week from tonight. And Will Lawson-Harkins, we appreciate you doing this, giving us some of your time and some of your thoughts and insight. I hope it's been fun for you. It's been fun for me. You're one of the best Harkins who's done this job.
Hey,
maybe not but you're one of the top 2.
That's right. That's right. I don't know how Amy did it. I didn't listen when she did it, but Philip, it's been a pleasure, sir, and hopefully we can do this again.
Yeah, let's do it.
We got a few more dates set, and looking forward to talking alongside you to more Leake basketball games. So.
Let's do it some more. Thanks to John Alden Crosby for his action camera work. Thanks for Billy Steen for his studio producer work, and for our award-winning producer-director, Breck Riley. Lisa Moore, Melissa, Laura, Ashley, BMO, all the team at Boswell Media. Appreciate them, and we'll bring you a lot more Leake Academy basketball this year, starting 1 week from tonight. But that'll do it for us here from the Joe F. Shepherd Gym. Thanks for watching and listening, and we'll be with you in 1 week, Lord willing. Until then, this is Philip Palmertree signing off and wishing you grace and peace. Good night. Go Rebels.